Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Circle of the Seven Dice. It has been a bit since we've been able to play, but we are finally back and we are ready to get down with some more Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition. So once again, it is time to choose your weapon. But before we do, I'm going to hand it on over to Steve, who's going to give us a recap on the last episode.
Yeah, last time, which was admittedly quite a while ago, we were finishing up a job for a small village on the edge of Reichland. Actually, we had a couple of jobs. One of them was to clear out some goblins, and then the other one was that we had to finish off a family of wyverns that were preying on passersby, including, as it happens, us. So we located their lair, and we cleared out the wyverns, leaving us to investigate the other problem, which was the group of goblins that had set up shop in a nearby cave system. There was also this.
That was quite a burly battle as well.
Yes. And we didn't even have burly here. There was a kidnapped noble that we also had to rescue from the goblins. So we descended into the darkness because the two humans in the party didn't think to bring a lamp. Yes, that was not really wise thinking on my part. Not at all. This led Lenana and Grayweird, the two people with dark vision, to guide the rest of us along until Damian could find a torch to light up. We eventually reached a dwarven mine where the goblins were settling in. At first, we seemed to be doing okay in clearing out the monsters that were down there. We had a good first encounter in the dark. But then we made a bad turn where we ran into a night goblin riding a basilisk along with a horde of his friends. We did have a surprise round to ambush them, but after that, the fight went very quickly against us, and we had to beat a very hasty retreat. This did not go so well for Grayweird, who, being a halfling and therefore short, wasn't able to stay ahead of them, and ended up getting nearly killed. So this forced him to pull one last desperation move. Focus all of his power into the magic crystal that he took from a chaos cultist in a previous battle. This ended up destroying the crystal and a bunch of the goblins' minions, as well as the cavern. But even worse, it also made Grayweird even crazier than he usually is in the process. So yes,
and that is saying something.
Grayweirder, yeah. But fortunately he was able with his sacrifice to turn the tide of the battle enough to regroup and finish off most of the creatures that had survived. However, it also caused the cave in, so we couldn't go and backtrack back to the cave system where we were looking at. So we had to find another route to finish off the remaining creatures, which we did up in the northeast, which I think we have up there now. We did finish the job we started, but not before, unfortunately, the nobleman was killed. Not that anyone back home was going to miss him. Even his dad didn't like him. So, yeah. So that kind of leaves us where we are, with Grayweird being even weirder than normal, and us having to make a long trip back to collect our bounty. And with that, I hand the floor back to Dionysus as we figure out where we all go from here.
Awesome. All right. So, yes, you guys managed to escape, get out of here. Grayweird brought down the whole cavern, and just insanity ensued. And you escaped, and then you circle back to another entrance, and you find yourself looking down on this huge cavern from a cliff top, well up. We're talking about 100 so feet up above the cavern floor, and nobody has noticed you up there. That's good, because even though you killed most of what was left in there, there are still a few spiders left. However, the one thing you do notice is that the person that you came to rescue from up here looking down, you can see the Bretonnian bastard, the Bretonnian prince, I guess, down there, and it looks like he is crushed. However, his armor does look in good shape. So what you choose to do from here is entirely up to you. So.
Well, I'm mighty tempted to see if we can get a hold of that armor.
Yeah, we don't care about the dude. Nobody liked him anyway. Let's just go take his armor and run.
Well, I will refresh your memory that the
executed no matter what.
The
What was
Duke,
that?
He was going to be executed no matter what. All right?
Yep.
The only thing I'm sorry about is we're going to miss out on the fee for bringing him back live, right?
Right.
But now I'm here to become the Spider Lord.
the Duke was only really interested in getting back when he returned, and that if Grayweird said, if the little bastard was brought back alive, well, then he gets the pleasure of getting to kill him as well. So that's if he managed to survive Lanata getting a hold of him, which would have been interesting.
Yeah, I think the spiders took that out of our hands.
Yeah. So you can see him. He's under a large amount of rubble down there. There are a few smaller spiders scrambling around, but it looks like you have wiped out most of the night goblins in the collapse, which Grayweird triggered. You don't see a great many of them. You do see one night Goblin fanatic, and he is still kind of twirling around down there, but it looks like at any moment he's either going to ram into a wall or he's going to die of exhaustion. So if you wait him out, he's probably going to be dead pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, that works out.
Yeah.
So what do you wish to do? Because at the moment, as usual with most of these parties that we are part of, gravity is usually not your friend, and you are way up here on top of a cliff wall to get down there.
Yeah. And Featherfall is in the other campaign.
There is no feather fall in this.
Yep. I do not think so. Well, I'm going to go and reload my weapons for now because I have a feeling we may need them.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm going to stand here bitching about my bow of elven accuracy.
I mean, we could probably jump and catch those webs. They look nice and cushy. And bring me closer to my subjects as the new Spider Lord.
But are you going to be an amazing or a spectacular Spider Lord?
I'm going to be amazingly.
That's amazing. All right.
The word I have coined it. It is forever in the dictionary. Such is the power of the Spider Lord. MJ finds herself unable to resist my power because I have the power of the male spider to hypnotize the female.
As you are sitting there and there's reloading going on and everything else, the Night Goblin fanatic finally crashes into a wall and with a huge, just horrendous sound, collapses a large part of the cavern again. So even more rubble and everything comes down, and the whole cavern looks very unstable at the moment, burying the fanatic who was already dead after ramming himself into the side of the wall with this giant freaking ball. So, or one ball, excuse me. He's solo balling it. So,
Whoa.
I really appreciate an enemy who's keen on taking himself out.
Actually, it makes me a little less keen on going down.
Well, as long as he doesn't take us out with him, that's all I'm asking.
If this place seems pretty ready to collapse, I think maybe it might be better off if we try to get out while we can.
Yeah.
All it
that's
did
probably
was
a good
hit the
idea.
wall and the ceiling collapsed on him and buried it.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
Yep.
Just a further demonstration of the power of wheel. Jennifer, none of us can hear what you're saying.
Oh yeah.
Still not
You're
coming
not
through.
muted or anything.
How far down is the armor?
Oh, there you go.
you're about 100 feet above the floor of the cavern.
Did we remember to pack any rope?
That's what I was checking.
I think, don't we all have a bit of rope?
I
We
think
did.
we should.
We did use some earlier.
We did buy
see-
some.
when we were down in the sewer. I remember swimming in some shit despite being tied to a rope.
We also
Also had-
to get up here to these
Right.
caves when we after the wyverns.
Okay. I'm thinking maybe we should tie rope to one person, lower them, and then that person goes and grabs the armor, and we get the hell out.
They can appease my wishes, or I will collapse the cavern upon them all.
What
Oh,
are you on, man?
He's been snorting raw magic, you know.
I have dreamt of power. I feel like
Man.
the crystal ruptured and went right into me pores, right into me bloodstream. I feel suffused.
Remember, friends don't let friends drink chaos.
You cut out again, Art.
Who do you want to lower down into the cavern?
Well, my first thought is somebody small and quiet, but then I'm thinking about the weight of the armor itself.
And then
Perhaps
I'm
that
also
might be an
thinking,
issue.
yeah. And then I'm also thinking, the smallest person in this party thinks that he's the Spider Lord.
Right.
So I'm thinking Lenata.
I don't think I am the Spider Lord. I know. And there will be a reckoning for you. Maybe not death, but your mates. But for squashing the little ones I was going to raise up to be me new mounts. It's always best to start with them young and breed them up, right? Now, the big fat bitch down there, she's got to go. Or did we kill the giant?
We
spider?
killed her.
You
Okay.
killed her.
The big fat bitch down there, she had to go, right? Can't have a rival to my throne. So now my power has been established double fold because we have deposed the queen and I can bring the house down. We know it. I know it. It's in me to do it. Ah, everyone shall love me and fear me and bow and scrape at my feet, and I will be your goddess or whatever. I'm not too concerned about
If I
gender.
laid down on the ground, I wouldn't be low enough to be at your feet.
Jeff, I just whispered something quick to you. Looks clear.
Piles of blood and skulls, rivers of blood and piles of skulls. Everywhere I gaze, my enemies shall fall before me in fear as I eat their children and rape their women and cattle. And don't you say anything. I can get a step stool. I can reach. I have ways. My kingdom shall be mighty, shall cover the world like the great cobwebs in this chamber.
I like to secure the rope and start climbing down before I throw him over the edge.
Everybody give me a perception check, please.
Yeah.
Or am I too busy ranting?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Me? Perception. Where are you?
Here we go. It's on combat on the right hand side. It's where you
Okay.
press.
There we go. Perception.
Success.
All right.
Impressive failure.
Oh, maybe I gotta click on my token. Oh wait, no, it's saying submit again. Astounding failure!
See?
that's
We
the
may
my
have failed,
power.
but we did it excellently.
You are only impressive while I am astounding, and hence the Spider Lord.
It is not letting me.
It's not letting you roll.
It's not letting me roll.
Let me roll for you. Until we
I
figure
shall be
that out.
right back.
Let's see.
I shall treat all of you equal, even me halflings. Everyone shall be beneath me.
All right. As Grayweird starts talking about blood and skulls, Damian, or not Damian, yes, Damian, you're looking around and you notice that the green and blood of the goblins and the purple blood of the spiders and even the slightly orangish blood of the basilisk are starting to move and coagulate together in 4 different spots on the ground.
Yeah. I don't think that blood is supposed to be moving like this. We should be cautious.
See, everything everything is subject to my power. Not even death is an escape. Yes, come together. Rise up and serve me as the first of me new army. After the spiders, because I am the Spider Lord. But now I'll be the Lord of Death as well. The Death Spider Lord. It just keeps getting better every single second.
All of you hear a whisper that is soft and deafening at the same time in a growly, guttural tone that causes the entire cave to shake and more rocks to fall out of the ceiling going, blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throw. And the blood.
Someone has recognized me.
Jesus.
Someone has acknowledged my presence. You shall be my first cabinet minister of announcements because you've got a really great voice.
TX rules all.
Okay. Anybody who wants to give me an intuition check on that whisper, except for Grayweird, who is completely cracked off his gourd at this point. So
I'm not seeing any whispers.
No, I was just saying that it sounded like a whisper, not that I'm whispering to you. So.
Oh.
All right.
Sounded like somehow it was also deafening in your ears.
That was an impressive success.
Yeah, do you need me to roll for you again? Ah, there it is. Cool. Astounding success.
Whoa.
That's even better than mine.
Everybody knows that Graywaird's cracked off his gourd.
I think they did the impressive and astounding one just to show us up for our impressive and astounding.
Go ahead. Give me an intuition there.
That they are not allowed to be impressive and astounding because we claim that first. Just one of my many edicts to come.
And I failed.
Both Lanata and Damian, chills run down your spines as you instantly recognize the age-old chant, scream, creed of Khorne, demon god of battle, as his followers rush into battle chanting blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne.
I'm forgetting the hell out.
His name is Khorne?
Yes, Khorne. Khorne.
Oh.
Yeah. Not the band.
Okay.
But he sounds just as metal.
Well, I'm going to call him Jonathan Davis anyway.
What are you talking about? Getting out. It's just starting to come together. The recognition of my new status and my stature. I, who have risen above. I, who have ascended to the greatest of heights. Stop looking down at me. Get down on the ground and look up to me. That's how everyone shall be, looking up to me from now on. Behold, I shall have a tall platform built in the honor. My throne shall be taller than the giants, right? Higher than the dragons can fly. I shall look down over all, and my shadow shall go and cover the land.
And we will call it This Land.
Yes. And it will be
Isn't
good.
it going to be somewhat embarrassing being lifted up onto your large throne?
I will have stairs.
4 pillars of blood erupt out of the blood that was coagulating and manifest in flaming just explosions, 4 different beings that all look similar to this.
See,
And
I will rise up upon fountains of blood to reach me new throne.
And the one,
lovely.
3 of them are up on the cliffs with you, looking at you, holding great flaming swords, and their tongues lolling out as they wrap around the blades, cutting themselves as they hiss, blood coming out of their tongues and wrapping around the blade before their tongue retracts and he begins to heal. The 4th one down on the ground holds up the armor and holds it aloft to Grayweird and says, "Command us in the name of Khorne."
I welcome you all to me service.
All right. Everybody give me a cool check. So,
The arm is nice, but it's not yet to my scale. I shall will it to be so, for such is me awesome power.
Grayweird, you can give me a cool check, but you're getting a major negative on it. So.
Yeah.
Marginal
Let's do
success.
When you're this insane, do you need to make a cool check?
I don't think so.
We'll call it Cthulhu here.
Hold on. Call Guinness. I succeeded.
Whoa! I forgot which tab is the cool check on.
It's on combat under in controls.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. It's been a while since we got the chance to play. Got to remember where everything is.
Yeah, baby.
The Madman stays cool. The Madman keeps his cool.
He's too insane to know how over and over his head he is.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Lenata.
you're like Jack Sparrow.
Lenata,
Very
your
cool
other
madman.
your other companions are all looking around you in trepidation, but meanwhile are more concerned with what's going on with Grayweird, who is sitting there laughing maniacally and beckoning to everybody to come and kneel before him and kneel before Zod. But meanwhile, you know exactly what is going on, and just fear takes hold of you like you have not known in your long life. You get 5 corruption.
Hey, Grayweird. This right here is for me and my heirs.
Forgot. Where do you put corruption?
Both you and someday your ass.
Corruption goes.
Son of Jor-El.
I don't know. You have to ask. You have to ask an expert like Seamus about corruption. So,
What was the problem? What was the thing about corruption?
where do you
Trying
put
to find
corruption?
Oh,
I think
I
it's
wanna say it's under advances, isn't it? Let me
Is
check.
it?
No,
It should be on the main-
no,
down-
no,
hold on.
no.
Hold on.
For the
Maybe main.
Down
then.
towards the bottom
Yeah, it's
of the
main.
main page
Yep. Corruption and mutations.
on the right.
Yep.
Yeah, because I made a big step in Seamus's direction last time.
so you should be at corruption 7, and
Yeah.
I think you're more than okay at the moment. So, meanwhile, Grayweird, all of the bloodletters are looking at you, expecting and waiting for you to make some sort of command, while they are inching slowly in the direction of your group. While the one is still carrying the armor.
Yeah. Bring the armor to me, mate, here. It's a prize we have won by right, by virtue of me power.
He disappears and reappears in a gout of flame, blood pouring forth from the rock that has been burned from his feet and surrounding you, bathing you. It feels warm and soothing to your touch, Grayweird. Do you accept it?
It feels so natural. How can I not?
All right, just
He's shaking his head. I love it.
just give yourself 20 corruption, man. You're not even 13.
Just
Damn.
More.
Damn. Damn.
Have surpassed you, Seamus. I have gone.
let me tell you about my new character.
God
I have
damn.
seen what cannot be seen. I have heard that which is not spoken. I
Just
am
think,
anointed.
just think of all the halflings you can satisfy with your 3 penises you're gonna grow.
3.
Oh,
You will look down upon my loins and call me cephalopod. You will. My bar is brittle starfish. For the many,
Let's see.
for the great seed I shall implant, I shall sow me oats near and far, and I shall raise up an army of me own loins. I shall.
let's look at the old rules for corruption and see how much corruption that Grayweird has brought on here. So minor exposures, witness a lesser demon, yes. Contact with a mutant, refined warp stone or chaos tainted artifact, yes. Giving in despair, rage, excess, or the need to change your lot, yes. Being near warp stone, yes. Prolonged exposure to chaos, chaos cults, temples, skaven, mutant lairs, or demons, yes. Moderate exposure. Witness multiple demons, yes. Contacts with demons, yes. Embracing despair, rage, or excess to become someone new, yes. Prolonged exposure to refine warp zone, yes. Major exposures. Witness a greater demon. Oh, we haven't gotten there yet. So
It might be
having Warpstone blow up in his face, yes.
it might
deal with making a deal with the demon, yes. So
it might be faster to check off boxes I haven't ticked yet.
yeah. So, all right.
Damn.
Go ahead and give me an endurance check there, my man.
So, how many points of corruption do you get before you just totally give in to chaos?
Well, you know what? We're getting there. So,
Yeah.
Let's see. What's endurance?
That's why I'm trying to get out of there before we have to roll to find that out.
Wait, is it endurance or do we have endurance?
yeah, it's an endurance check.
Yeah, we have endurance.
Yeah.
It's your it's on
think
the
it's on
main
that
page.
same-
It's
It's on
Okay,
that
I
main
was-
page in that combat spot.
The attributes. Back
it's
on
one of
the-
our attributes. Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's keep this rolling. Let's keep this rolling. Make it good. Make it good.
In fact, I need 2 endurance checks. So
You got luck in the first one.
Success. Yes. Yes. Let's keep it going. I shall be king of the world. James Cameron, jump your ass off the ship. It's my boat now.
I have an arrow pulled and I'm trying to figure out who to shoot at. My companion or the demon.
did you make
I
it
am
again?
Smeagol. I have the precious. All is mine.
He is now so insane that even the walls of probability bend in his favor.
So that accounted for one thing. Now I need you to make one more endurance check, and this is the big one. And this is at how much corruption do you have?
34.
Oh,
this
shit.
This is at -3 SLs. So
Okay.
Yeah, success +2 is not going to do it for that.
All right, let's see. SL -3. If this actually works, it's weird how it doesn't work on here often.
What?
Wow.
wow.
I am unstoppable. I am practically a god at this point.
I'm holding on to the wall not to be pushed off the edge by his ego.
I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop because it will eventually.
It is me.
All of the demons are looking at Grayweird expectantly, and nothing happens. They look at him, their eyes narrow, and they're like, "Pledge yourself to Korn, the blood god."
I do not know who this Korn is, but I am Lord of all, the Spider Lord, the Death Lord, the Demon Lord, Lord of Halflings, Lord of the Dance, even.
Is it just me that's picturing a sort of Hector Hammond halfling over there?
I'm just getting back.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just like, slowly shrinking back like Homer Simpson looking for a hedge.
Give me a bluff check there. Grayweird.
I'm not bluffing, I mean everywhere to say.
Or an intimidation check. You choose.
Okay, let's see what's better.
I'm going to say bluff is probably better for you.
Just gotta find it on the sheet. I don't think I ever actually bluffed before.
Probably down in the skills on the main page.
Yeah, that's why I am. I'm on the main page. I'm trying to figure out. Let's see. There's intimidation. I don't see bluff. Maybe bluff's not part of my skills.
It might not be.
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to go with intimidation.
All right.
I don't have bluff either. So
Marginal success.
You see the demons, they're glaring at you, and then they kind of back off and look at each other confused, not understanding what is going on. And with giant gallons of flame, all four of them disappear. Back into the chaos wastes, to the chaos, to the realms, the warp, disappearing completely away. Not sure what to make of this spider god. So,
if I grow enough legs, I could become the spider god.
yes.
But now we have the armor up here with us, correct?
Yes.
You realize we have a really dangerous situation here. We have a madman and under delusions of grandeur.
Mhm.
And apparently the fates are seeing to it to feed into this delusion of his.
I dare all of you to take Grayweird into an imperial city at this point.
Oh, believe me, that will not be happening.
Not until we get a muzzle or something.
It matters not. The demon spider death lord is fireproof. I have foreseen it. I've commanded it to be so.
Laying at Grayweird's feet is an intricate, incredibly expensive, and well-made suit of armor. The armor itself has been dyed. It has been forged so that one half of it is yellow and the other half is blue. And an intricate coat of arms of the Duchy of Paravon has been... huh? Yeah. It's been the coat of arms of Paravon, a black unicorn, has been engraved into the breastplate. There's a corresponding helm, a tilting helm with a black unicorn on top, and the fabric that surrounds the helm is dirty and covered with blood, but obviously very rich and expensive as well. And the rest of the armor is incredibly well made. Even with the rocks falling on it, it has held its shape as though it might have some enchantment.
It is in one piece because my companion here desired it, and I willed it to be so. It touches the tip of the unicorn horn. Get the point? I see things that you cannot even understand. I see the strings of magic that make up the weave of reality. Everything is at me fingertips. Demons run at the sight of me. But they'll be back when I call upon them. And call upon them I shall, to smite those who do not recognize me authority.
Was there anything else we were supposed to get off the body besides the armor?
No, the armor appears to be all that he had that was still valuable on him. However, for the shadows you're here...
I cast Decartmanize on Grayweird.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, love it. Love it. He is a little megalomaniac.
Somewhere from the shadows, you hear another chaos god call to you, say, "Take it." So, all right. Enough of that.
Take me to the
After finding the stick of truth.
Yeah.
So she can play me a video of why Hitler is bad.
Why Hitler is bad.
Check it. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're heading back.
That is entirely up to all of you. So
I'll carry the armor back.
All right, me spiderlings, wait here and replenish your numbers, as I have laid waste to a great many of you. But we shall rebuild. We shall rebuild under my will, my authority. And when I call upon you, you shall spread out in a great swarming wave across the lands to find those who would dare to not accept me rule. This I have uttered, and as the utterance, it is a command, it is a rule, it is a law of nature at this point. And in deference, I shall not let this cave collapse upon you. It shall remain in place until I choose to say otherwise. So, you have no choice but to obey. Obey the Grayweird.
Holy shit.
Looking at the butt of my knife in the back of his head.
Mhm.
All right.
Come.
Well,
Come, the Grayweird has spoken, and he shall claim his tribute for the deed done and announce his new regency across all of this land. And soon we shall build ships, and we shall go beyond and spread across the other continents, and all this world shall be mine. Does anyone have some trail mix? I'm a bit peckish.
all right. With that,
I need to get a sip. Uttering all these decrees does bring up a bit of a thirst. I must command myself not to get dehydrated, and it will be so. But first, I do actually feel like drinking.
I'm going to put you back on.
So do the rest of us for different reasons.
All right.
Do you know a spell
I'm
of silence?
Avalonian. I always feel like drinking.
All right.
What did you say, Jen?
I was asking Grayweird if he knows a spell of silence and how to teach it to me.
Oh, no, great spells. My mind has been expanded beyond that of the mere mortal confines. But if you wish to become the student to the master, you must first prove yourself. You know, you elves, you do have an affinity for magic, I'll grant you that. But I am the halfling, the only halfling, the chosen halfling, who has risen above his low station, risen above the heights of all of you who looked down upon us. No longer will they look down upon halflings. Nah, fact that. You can look down upon halflings, but no one can look down upon me. As a matter of fact, look up when you address me. Look up as if you're speaking to something monolithically tall, because that's what I am. In spirit, I am great and mighty. Me head's in the clouds, going right through these caverns. Me heads are actually up there in the clouds. I am already overseeing all of the land beyond.
And he has a Napoleonic complex in addition to all the other ones.
Holy crap. I may need to make some more demons after that. All right. So I put you here back on this map just to show you real quick where you were. So you are currently in these hills right here, having emerged out of the caves with no problems. The small town that you had gone to before is Einel, and it's twin town of Zalo. And the Duke of Paravon's agent said that he was awaiting you in Graustadt.
Okay.
And he had come through the border princes, avoiding the Lauren forest, where the wood elves make their homes, and coming through the border princes here to meet you. So you can now have a choice to make. You can go back to the wood elf realms, as Lanata had thought about doing, or you could go to Graustadt and meet the Bretonnian agent who was waiting there to take possession and supposedly to pay you if the rumors are true. So
You're kind of disappearing behind your background there, man.
all right, I'm going to turn my background off then.
He is trying and failing to show you my power.
Because
But
hell is
It is stolen valor. Only I can appear in and out of the context of reality.
trying to claim me. So all right, so what do you guys wish to do? The road to Einel, you have traveled before. You know that Zalo is only a little bit past that. And then another day's journey or so is the larger town, the larger imperial town of Graustadt. So
that Graustadt is where that other that final mission was, correct?
correct. which is the
Is that-
mission that was the mission to get this armor. So
Ah,
All right.
well,
Is that a
then,
large? Is that like a large imperial town, a place of some status?
Mhm.
it is smaller than Ubersreich, but it is a fairly large town with some status. Yes.
Mhm. All right.
And the elves, are they on the way to that town or are they in a different direction?
No. So the elves are to the southwest, and you would have to go, if you went directly from here, the easiest way for you to get there would be to go back through Ubersreich and then up into the hills, and then you would have to go through the Dwarven kingdom of Karak Asgaraz, and then you would descend into the Wood Elf realms. So
I think Rostad would be easier.
or you could go through Graustadt, like I said, is a big trading town in the duchy, another duchy called Falkenhayn. And once you get to the capital city of Stimmigan, you could get on the river there, and you could travel down the river all the way into Bretonia and to the Wood Elf realms. So
I tend to want to go to Graustadt and finish the mission that we started. Yet,
Yeah.
as Nim pointed out earlier, I'm a little leery about bringing Grayweird into a big city.
It
Or
is
anywhere.
the nearest city, and I would prefer to go straight to the capital to announce me new regency, but got to start getting the word out somewhere, and it will spread. It will spread
you
like
all
the falling of the sun and the night blanketing the world. How it will spread so swiftly.
you
I shall
all were
cut
given
Things.
you all were given this map, so you have an extensive map of this part of Altdorf. You could avoid all Imperial cities on your way back to, for instance, the Wood Elf realms, but that would require you to go through the wilderness and eventually go through a bunch of marshes called the March of Hoopberg, and then still have to go through the Dwarven realms and up into the mountains. So
Yeah.
Again, I think we should finish the mission we started.
I think it would. Because going the other way is means going through a lot. And frankly, I'm not convinced that Grayweird wouldn't convince the dwarves and the elves to kill us as well.
Right?
Yep, I'm just going to make multiple successive feats, and they shall join me. The first of my new mighty army, behind the spiders and behind the demons. First of me humanoid armies.
okay. So are you going to try and go on the road and finish this mission by returning or meeting with the Bretonian noble who was waiting to collect the armor?
Yeah, I think that would be the best. I want to get this over with.
We're not even going to ask Grayweird. What about you, Jen? So
I'll go with the party. If there's a way to send a missive to the Queen of the Elves, I'd like to do that at the first opportunity.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds like a good
That
idea.
is which way we go. For you or with me, and all will rush, either to join our side or to scamper away like scared mice before me mighty presence. I, the demon revoker. I, the
Right at this point, I just go up to him and take the butt of my handle and knock him in the back of the head.
all right. She smacks you upside the head. What do you do there, Grayweird?
You're not
Depends
gonna
on
roll
the
for
battle.
that? You're not gonna roll for that?
No, you know what?
She hit him
Just-
in the head with the butt of a knife. That's gonna cause some damage.
He's so engrossed with what's going on there. I don't think he even knows what's going on. So,
Yeah, you know, it's the game. It's like to knock him out. I'm tired of it.
Oh, so you didn't try to knock me out? You just hit me?
Oh, I was trying to knock you out.
Okay. Grayweird falls face first in the dirt mid-rant.
All right.
And I'll just pick him up and carry him on my shoulder.
Even
All
in
right. So
you hear you still hear mutterings. He's talking in his sleep. Power.
all right. So the remainder of the day you travel, and there is very little going on. And eventually you arrive back into the small fishing and farming village of Einel, where you had stayed before. And they had told you about the wyverns when you helped them with that. And that the Burgermeister here had also told you about the mission out of Graustad, which was to retrieve this armor of the Duke's son, which you have done. So the Burgermeister is surprised to see you. Raises up his hand and says, "Welcome, my friends, welcome. I see, well, your companion looks much the worse for wear, and he's muttering. Has he taken a blow to the head or something?"
He's taking a
Something
nap.
like that.
Yeah, but is that the armor that I see?
Actually, he has taken a blow to the head, but that's not the problem.
It's fortuitous that you come here because I have just gotten a strongly worded letter from the Bretonian noble who has said that he wants to know what progress has been made to return this armor, else he goes to Altdorf with the complaint. But I see that you have it. Is it true that you are going to continue on to Graustad with it?
That was the plan, I think.
Yes. That is fantastic. In fact, I will have a boy run out, but meanwhile, do you need rest? The home that you were using to rest in is still available, and the naked witch over here is also available for drinks and food, and you can go in there and have that as well.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah. Okay. And we also killed the remaining wyverns that we talked about.
Oh, that is fantastic. Yes, and we agreed upon a price, and here it is. And he produces the requisite amount of gold, which I forget which we agreed on, but I'm going to say 25 gold. So,
okay.
Each, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Nice.
Works for me.
This ain't D&D. 40,000 gold for slaying the Wyvern clan.
He said he couldn't remember. I had to try.
100,000 pieces of pit.
Yes. Well, I will be sending, if there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know. I'm going to arrange for the courier to run to Zalo, who will then turn a courier himself to go to Graustad and let them know that you are on that way. Do you wish to meet them in Graustad? Or I wouldn't recommend it. Or you could ask the noble to make his way to Zalo and meet you there.
Well, if you would not recommend it, I would take your recommendation.
Ugh. I will only say that Bretonians, no offense to the late departed over there who used to wear that armor, but Bretonians are a notably arrogant lot, and that, excuse my language, it is the same we have here. They usually have a stick up their ass. So,
Oh. Well, don't give Grayweird ideas.
I want to know why my dog just barked at me when I said stick up your ass. So,
It was an enthusiastic agreement.
okay.
I am now dreaming of the hounds of Tyndalus.
I get it.
Perhaps.
All right, Cookie, stop. You are all able to rest for the night in Einel and replenish and heal. So go ahead and make all the rolls that you need to do if you have any injuries that need healing or anything like that. And then we can continue on from the next.
And that is your toughness bonus. Plus, you roll your endurance and
Your
you get your
SLs.
success levels. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
More endurance.
Impressive success.
Guess it's just going to be the toughness bonus then, but that looks like that's going to be enough.
Got back 10 wounds on that sumbitch.
Nice.
Nice. I was surprisingly unhurt. Just a little
Yeah.
wound.
Yeah. A little touch to the mind, but surprisingly unhurt.
34 corruption, but like I was pretty sweet as far as my wounds went.
All right. Let me know when you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm good.
So the dawn comes. It's just a small village. Not a lot going on, although everybody is very curious to see this armor. And as you wake up, there are people that are peeking in the windows of the small home that you took over from the veterinarian, as you remember, who went to go stay with her fiance, and trying to get a peek of the armor and get a peek of the adventurers who have come through their town as well. But when they see you wake up, they all kind of retreat, and the Burgermeister shoos them off, and you hear a knock on the door.
Behold, I did not want to waste time in travel, and so I have willed us all here, and here we are, rested, hale, and hearty once again.
Rest. Yes, you need to rest your mouth.
He's like, hello, in there, it is the Burgermeister. Can may I enter?
I grant you my leave to enter.
The Burgermeister comes in a little confused by that. He's like, yeah, well, I see that you are awake, young Master Halfling. So
I have transitioned out of my vision state, and I am here in the present with you once more.
he looks to everybody else in the room and back at Grayweird. He goes, "Oh, okay, well, the courier has returned via Zalo and Graustad after running all night, and they say that the Baron will receive you at his leisure at the Eel Tavern. Is your friend okay?"
No, the Baron shall receive us as his pleasure, because he will be in me.
I walk over and just put my hand over his mouth. He suffered a head wound, as we said. We're waiting for him to get over it.
I did not give you leave.
I'll slap the other hand over.
Such a manner. Just because you're my companion doesn't mean you need to be so familiar with me. Because
Hey,
I
Grayweird,
have
don't make me go over there and help her, okay?
you can help me while getting a hand off of me mouth.
I lean down to the side of his ear. If you keep talking this way, it won't be your mouth I'm covering, but something else. I'll be clutching and twisting.
Oh,
Don't tease me with time, love.
oh man.
All right.
That's that. All right, you're just weird now.
Yeah. Yeah, never mind the gray. He's just weird. Yeah.
Grayweird, but no longer underfoot, for I have risen above. I shall assume the name of the demons, the provocation, the announcement. For I'm sure my visions told me it is their name for master.
You suddenly
So
feel cold steel beside something very precious.
I shall be on.
The Burgermeister
And you're still
begins,
talking? She got something. She got cold steel and you're twigging giggleberries and you're still talking?
The Burgermeister begins to back out. Well, I see that you have many group things to discuss. I just wanted to let you know that the Baron's representative or the Duke's representative will meet you. And yes, good morning. And he slams the door shut. So,
Oh, Seamus,
Yeah.
so much to learn about how us halflings handle things. Or a former halfling, because even my sexuality has transcended mere mortal.
Jeff, I just sent you another whisper.
Okay. Well, if you start singing soprano here in a minute, I'm just gonna laugh.
Oh, 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 shit. It's just again like looking down the dagger. It's like looking back at the elves like, once again, love, don't threaten me with a good time. Now wink at her.
I winked back and said, maybe another time, but not now.
But you could be the first.
Oh.
You could be the first to be blessed with mediefic seed. What a fine first child we can make.
And
You
what a
touch
god
me
you
with
would
the
be
big
producing seed
seed.
with no nuts.
You touch me with that seed, you're going to have a dagger in your heart.
Jen, I just whispered to you.
Yeah, I am beyond such mortal concerns. I shall produce a new race of beings. Halflings were raised up by the god. Now I shall raise up my own race as the next god of this world, and soon I shall topple over the others. Grayweird Khan, they will be chanting my name. Blood for the blood throne, skulls for the skull god, or something like
Holy
that.
shit! He just did it. Oh no!
Talk about tempting fate right there.
Oh my god.
Everybody, give me a perception check.
Except I said it in reverse. I don't know if you caught that.
Yes, I did.
Oh my god.
I just walk away in disgust at that point.
Yeah,
Like Grayweird Khan.
Oh, you know what?
I missed it.
See perception.
Let me do that again. That's better. I forgot to give myself advantage on the last success.
I have such sights to show you, Kirsty.
All of you, no, Lanata and Seamus, you hear a stifled scream coming from outside, but it sounds like it is further up in the village. And then the screams begin to echo as more and more people are screaming, and you see people running past the window.
I want to go out and see what's going on.
I'll follow him.
Since I see them reacting to something, I'm just going to go and see what they're up to.
All right.
Lanata, bring me virgins. They shall be the first to have my seed.
Oh, Jesus.
Give me a second. I didn't have this set up because I didn't
If,
know that.
if he's near a wall, there's suddenly a dagger beside his head.
I might need that later. Get that hymen out of the way.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow. Oh man. Jinx on that, by the way, Nem.
And you can jinx me all you want on that.
I'll tell you this. If we ever get around to playing vampire, I'm totally playing a Malkavian.
No kidding. Oh, man, hold on. Let me turn the light on over here.
I feel kind of bad. I feel like I've just ruined Nim's whole game plan for tonight.
No, you just have changed what I need to do. Yeah, give me a second.
It's gonna be like RPG videos out there on YouTube's like, hey, tell us your story about when one of your players broke the game. Well, I was watching this live stream.
Yeah. Well, you've kind of thrown a wrench in the whole thing. Like, Seamus is genuinely worried about going into a town with you. Like, you're gonna start some shit with somebody, and we're all gonna die. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm kind of waiting on people to try to burn him at the stake.
I
Right?
actually have a scenario. I've been thinking about being burned at the stake and what's going to happen when that happens. Because it's so going to happen.
It's going to happen at the rate you're going. I do not know. I have never heard of him.
Yeah, everybody just walks away. Don't know this guy. Don't know him.
Nope.
With him.
I'm going to be in the shadows watching.
Maybe snickering a little.
All right.
No snickering.
As you
Jim?
all are moving outside, you hear a number of pops, as if it's a strange sound. You're not sure that you've ever heard it before in your life. People are screaming, running past you. And as you step outside, I'm going to put you on the map for a moment. A giant spray of blood comes all the way over the building that you were staying in and splashes at your feet, soaking everything in blood.
That must be for me.
Man.
And then
Message for you, sir.
Somebody just opened an elevator door by any chance?
That
Yeah,
scene
this-
freaked me the hell out when I was a kid.
This is why we do not invoke corn.
Unless you totally want to.
Unless it's on the cob.
I have you've done it. So I got to find my last thing that I need to bring in here. So, and then we'll be good to go. So, and then I will reveal what has happened. This should be fun.
Uh,
I would like to apologize to the rest of you in advance because no matter what happens to Grayweird, I am having fun. If he gets nuked out of the game right now, I'm as happy as I can be.
I'm glad someone is.
Never thought this would be the trajectory this character would take. That's so much madness and so much chaos.
Oh man, I can't believe you're pimping 37 corruption points, dude.
Only, but you know, I'm on my way.
All right.
Oh, man.
This
Are you ready?
it goes to 11.
It goes to 11. Well, why not just get one that just gets louder? No,
But this one
it goes
goes
to 11.
You guys
I
all
will
see the map?
in reference to that movie, it is more metal to go to 11 than to just make 10 louder.
It is.
You see people running from behind the building that you are in, screaming. Blood is flowing from a number of bodies being thrown up and over the building itself and landing at your feet with giant squishes. Meanwhile, as you step out of the room out of the building and all of this is happening, a huge figure erupts into being. It has a vulture-like head, wings that are skeletal with motes of magic flying off of it. It is holding a magical staff that even those not skilled in magic could see. It's just dripping with chaos magic coming off of it. And it points at Grayweird and goes, Korn and Sinesh are nothing. I'll claim that one for Zinch.
Oh.
First of all, I'm walking out of the building with my hand out, like it's raining. It's like, hey, look, it's raining commoners. Don't see that every day, do you? And as the demon addresses me, I'm like, look at this, all of you. Each god is in a hurry to get me attention because they all know whoever bows to me first is on the winning side. I will promote them as the new except that Nurgle fella. I don't like the diseases. It's not my thing. No pus. It's an aesthetic thing. Nothing against him. All right. So, yeah. What's your deal?
Man.
You look like the avatar of me power. I see great things in you.
All right. First off, I need a cool check from everybody. And there is a SL negative to this of -5.
Holy
We
fuck
are
me in the
screwed.
goat ass. All right, minus. The minuses don't go up in increments like that. Now.
Don't worry. I'll add the -5 SL to it. So.
Well, yeah, but doesn't it say in the rules that the minuses have to go by 20s and the pluses have to go by 10, something like that?
Normally, that's the way it works, but it's not even working that way on here. So, and this is
It's
major
a critical
demon,
success.
and major
Okay.
demon would be -6. So,
Okay. I got an impressive success, so I only got a -1 failure.
All right, Lanata fails. Grayweird failed. No. Yes.
Maybe.
I'm going to give you a pass on that one, Mike. And Damian failed. So everybody that failed, you have witnessed a major demon for the first time.
Oh,
a greater demon. You get 20 corruption.
Oh. You're just gonna drag us into hell with you, aren't you? Weird.
It does seem like that.
I'm up to 54.
If anybody needs to take a corruption test, go ahead and make your endurance check, please.
How do you know you need to do that?
Corruption test would be if your total. Let me double check. Approaching darkness.
Oops.
I'm pretty sure I
Sorry.
need to take it. All right.
Gaining corruption points. Corrupting influence.
All right. Marginal failure.
If you are, why can I not find this right now? It's an endurance check, and it's if you're crown. Yes. Why can I not find this? It's a toughness check. So you ever getting more corruption points than your willpower bonus, then you have to take a endurance test, challenging +0. So
I'm still under my willpower bonus.
Yeah.
I got so much willpower.
Willpower bonus, not your willpower bonus. So what's your willpower bonus?
6.
Yeah. And how much corruption do you have?
54.
Yeah. 54 is more than 6.
Okay, well, everything was stacking in layers of 10 for all the things.
Okay.
So I thought that's the way it worked. All right, so I need to make an endurance check then?
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll go well.
The reason that you're getting so much corruption compared to normal is one is because how you fail, and two because just the sheer amount of demonic energy that's around you right now. So
Yeah.
So if we do like a success, does it affect us in any way?
no, so you made it. It doesn't affect you at all. Steve failed. Mike was cool. He didn't get any corruption, and Jeff failed. So I need Jeff and I need Damian. I need Grayweird, Damian. Roll me a D100, please. So.
All righty. Come on, join the dark side. We've got cookies.
Oh.
We got cookies.
Both of them. High or low?
If this was Bjorn, he might go for that.
Hi.
I'm going to say high because I am standing above all now.
You want
Oh,
high
God.
too?
Yeah.
You're the
Yeah.
one above all.
I am the
Well,
one
the one
above
below all says "fuck you."
Would you like to roll for your corruption, or do you want? No, you roll for your corruption. So I need a D100 from both of you.
Right.
Bring it.
76 and 17. I'll do Damian first. Damian, as you are looking at the demon, all of a sudden you feel horrible pain throughout your entire body. The armor and clothes you are wearing seem to be pressing in on your skin, and then suddenly your skin erupts with thorny scales over your entire body. erupting out of you. You have plus
lovely.
1 armor points to all locations. So.
All right. Well, I guess there's that.
Hey, look at that. Looking good.
This is all your fault, Grayweird. All
It
your
is.
fault.
It is, accept my blessing. There will be blessings upon all those who bow and worship, but you, my closest comrades, you shall get the deepest of blessings, for you have been there from my humble beginnings to my rise, to my ascension.
Grayweird.
Yeah.
Even though you are not your usual halfling, you are even more of an unusual halfling. The greater demon of Siege begins to laugh, and you feel the vitality being drained from you as if he's drinking of your life essence. You become incredibly emaciated permanently. You have minus 10 strength, but plus 5 agility.
Oh, what is this betrayal? You shall feel my wrath. The others will come and destroy you at my whim. Just
The
let me
demon,
catch my breath and I'll fix you right.
the demon laughed. Absolvers, the unclean, changer of ways, the right hand of Zeech here in Altdorf, and I am here for you, Grayweird Underfoot, and I shall take your companions as well. But meanwhile, I see that the petty servants of Slanesh and Korn are here as well. Let them feast on these fools. But this one is mine. And his staff stabs down and transfixes the Burgermeister and splits him in half. And the demon laughs harshly.
Now, these are mine. Everything within my gaze is mine. You are mine. They have already given me pain and pleasure. They have given me blood and skulls. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. Pain is pleasure. You shall also add to my retinue, and I shall make you suffer.
You have.
All right. We are not in combat yet, so anybody else who wants to make an action or say something or knock Grayweird over the head or run, let me know.
I'm for running.
Oh my god.
I know where the armor is and start donning the armor we took from the prince.
There you go.
The armor is still in the building, but you could go back in the building and start the process of putting it on, sure.
Yep. That's what I'm doing.
All right, go ahead and move your character there. It's going to take you a little bit to do that, but depending on how long everybody is jawing out here, Damian, what would you like to do?
I am for... Yeah.
Demonettes coming from one direction, Bloodthirsters coming from the other direction, and a giant Stexies over there, or whatever those things were for the Dark Crystal were called. So
Pixies. Yeah.
Yeah. I am going back in, and I'm thinking we should find another way out of the building and away from all those demons.
I'm with Damian.
I am not fighting these things if I can help it.
Seamus, what would you like to do?
I'm with Damian.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself in there. Grayweird, are you still arguing with the demon out here?
Yeah. Slanesh, Khan. This one has called yours weak. Will you stand for this? You are two against the one. Show the betrayer your power. Bring him low. Rip his head off and piss upon the eye sockets of his skull. And know that Grayweird Khan is the one true power. Show him my wrath and my fury. And I shall raise you up even higher than you are now, above all other gods.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's a way to go.
That is one way to do it.
Let me see if I can. Give me 1 second.
The Israeli Mossad are taught when they are surrounded to actually charge into the fight instead of staying in the kill box. Grayweird has gone full Mossad by way of insanity. You know, actually, I kind of feel like that priest in Dragon Slayer when the dragon comes out of the hole in the ground. He's like, "You unclean beast, back to hell with you!" Right before it breathes all kinds of fire on him.
Right. This is going to be fun.
You're not even a true power. You're a power behind the power.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Mhm.
As you call on Slanesh and Korn, and the Tzeentch Greater Demon laughs in your face and is preparing to snatch you up himself, all of the other demons, the minor demons, disappear, pop out of existence.
See, look at that. I saved the town. That's what I do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we'll go with that. Come on. Roll20 is being a bitch again today. Sorry. Excuse my
Even
language.
Roll 20 cannot handle me new power.
Jesus Christ.
There's no processing power to handle Grayweird.
Jesus.
Everyone will have to upgrade their systems and their servers to handle the new me.
I am the master. You see this face?
Who is the meanest? Who is the prettiest? Show enough.
Who is the deadest in about a turn or so?
Yeah.
Say it, Leroy. Who is master?
Master. Master.
Master of puppets.
Oh, I do like where this is going.
Oh my God. Now, when you
best
said
thing-
you were planning on finishing off this adventure,
Yeah.
did you mean actually finishing off the party?
I wasn't planning on it. All right. For those of you who are in the building, you don't see any of this unless you want to go to the window and look and see what's going on. But the screaming is now complete. Pretty much this entire village has begun just falling over, dying. You see two huge figures. One is bathed in flames, huge bat wings on his back, wielding a gigantic axe that is taller than two of you combined, and a whip of barbed chain. The other one, it looks like a demonette of Slanesh on steroids, standing 30 feet tall, with numerous breaths over her entire body, gaping wounds, and numerous claws and thorns and hooks, which she lashes into her flesh, ripping it and moaning in ecstasy as she does so. Meanwhile, the Tzeentch demon moves aside, thoroughly upset now that there are three greater demons here. And the one person who is seeing all of it, I need 3 endurance checks, right? Or cool checks. So.
I'm going to tell the guys, and like, right, you guys just stay inside. I'm handling it.
Oh, that's our plan.
Well, at least we're not seeing all this. You make all the cool checks.
Holy shit.
Wow, astounding success. You are rocking it with the rolls, man.
Nice.
Oh, failed one.
Yeah.
Failed one. I was going to be so happy if like I passed all 3 because that would have been hysterical.
And one more.
Yeah, my luck seems to have run out.
You didn't fail by that much, though.
Even the fates are getting tired of you now.
You only had you only had 8 more corruption.
Only 8 more.
Only 8. Yeah.
A drop in the well at this point.
But
So that puts you at 42, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah, much worse.
62.
Oh, 62.
Yep.
But there are 2 new corrupting influences for you. So that means you need 2 more endurance checks.
All right. I'm sure nothing bad can
Crap,
happen here.
dude.
I am so into this, you don't even know. This is better when we had the deck of many things.
Entire town wiped off the face of the earth because of Halfling. So,
Yep.
I'm sure it's not the first time.
well, they passed that one. You passed that one too?
Yeah, that's all right. I will breed an entire new town just by myself.
Enough of this. The Zeech
All right.
demon yells out, and he moves towards Grayweird. And with that, we need some initiative. So, for everybody.
This
No.
is making me multitude dicks hard.
Remember, there's nothing wrong with running. So,
Me and Damian have been trying to run for at least a turn now.
yes, well, you did. You got into the building. So,
I need to click on my token first. There we go. Yeah, you guys might want to run out the back door while everybody's focused on me.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'll be right back.
Okay, it didn't click. Why didn't you click?
Jesus. I was not planning on fighting 3 greater demons today.
Yeah. I'm
Oh, okay.
for let them kill each other and we get the hell out of here.
I'm almost, my initial idea actually was to knock Grayweird out and just grab him and run.
I was kind of wanting somebody to do that. Greg,
all their attention is on Grayweird.
I am so here for this right now. I want to see this 3-way cosmic brawl. I feel like Greg. I'm like, neat.
Neat, yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. Although at least Cirrus, I mean, isn't quite this nuts.
Well, Cirrus is just an asshole. He's not completely Fruit Loops at this point.
Yeah.
Just wow.
Just like looking at like the big female demons, like, hey Sheila, you get over on this guy, and you and me, we got some alone time, right?
Yeah, you think you demons get into some kinky shit. You ain't met a halfling yet.
As a matter of fact, you come along. Like I pointed the wing demon. You come along. We'll make it a nice threesome, and we'll start by fucking his corpse.
oh, Jesus. Holy crap.
Damn. Dude.
Totally unbridled.
All right. So, Lenata, as long as you stand there and put on the armor, it's going to take you 4 turns to put on the armor. So,
Ouch.
Did you hear that, Jen?
Yeah. Can I put the
Wait a
helmet
minute.
on and run like hell?
sure.
Didn't she start putting on the armor before the battle started?
Correct. So, she only needs
Some
3
of those
more.
turns have to be exhausted.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
in fact, you know what? We were out of combat. I'll give you 2. So, you have, let's say, the helmet you could just grab and take with you easy enough. But I'm going to say that you got the Vambraces, and the whatever it is called when you put it on the legs, the arms and leg portion of the armor on.
Let's see. Over the shins or the greaves. I forget what the ones over the thighs are.
Yeah. So all that's left is for you to put the chest, the breastplate on, and the gorget. So that they can put the helmet on. But you could run in with those as well if you wanted to. Meanwhile, let's see who's up for initiative order. That would be Lenata. So
Yeah, I'd like to, like I said, try to put a piece of armor on and run as if it's possible.
yeah, you can do that.
All right. Which way are we running, guys?
We're gonna have to go like this way.
I was about to
Looks
say,
like
is that
north
like
is the only
go
way to
around
go.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
put a building between you and the monsters?
Yeah. Because I think the back door is here.
The white the white squares are windows, the brown are doors. So
Okay.
Is it
Yeah, so
is
the
it metagaming?
back door's there.
Is it metagaming to scroll around the map, or should we play like we can only see what's on the screen?
Well,
You
we've
could
been
stay-
here a couple of times, so I mean, we
Yeah.
might have
Okay.
seen it before.
All right.
yeah.
All right, so I'm frozen again. So I'd like to move as far as I can towards the back door.
Okay. Can you move yourself, or you need me to move you?
Please
I'll
move
be a
me.
backdoor man.
What's your max movement? Let's see.
Meanwhile, my AC/DC song right now is "I've Got Big Balls."
16. You can run 16. So.
But
And question,
I've got the
And
biggest.
putting on this armor, does it
balls
change
of the
my
world.
No, it's so finely made that you could still move as quick as if you were not wearing armor at all.
and does it add any armor points?
Yes, it does.
God, I hope so. Jesus. If you put on paper, it should count for something. I mean, damn.
Hold on. Let me double check on what plate
Some
armor
fine ass
is.
armor like this, you should get some nice armor points for that.
Can someone look at the PDF and tell me what plate armor the armor rating is?
Okay.
And then this one is of extreme quality and it's magic, so it adds +2 to the armor rating. So, okay, Damian, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna head in and follow her. So let me see. So I got 16 movement as well. So let me 1, 2, 8. Hold on a second. That's half my movement.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have a couple more movement. Yeah, that takes me off the map.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and we'll do some stuff here. So, just the core demon dude comes here. He's trying to grab Grayweird.
All right, you were looking for what with the armor again?
What is the armor
that's
rating
what-
on full plate armor? So, plate armor. I can look it up in a
guess-
second.
Well, I'm looking at it, but it doesn't say full. It says breastplate, open helm, bracers, plate leggings, helm.
Plate leggings, helm.
Plate leggings.
Breastplate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the armor rating?
2 plate leggings.
2. All right, so this armor is giving you 4 on all locations. So that you're wearing. So not quite chaos armor, but it's Bretonnian plate. So and it's magic.
Still pretty badass.
All right, Jeff. This guy is reaching down to grab you. What do you want to do? Dodge or make an opposed attack roll against him? Are you there? Oh, I can't hear you.
Yeah, Jeff, can't hear you.
Nope.
He's gonna have to come back in. He messed up. He must sometimes when he goes to a different screen, for some reason StreamYard wants to boot him out for some reason. So maybe his audio just went out or something.
Could be. Yeah.
There he is.
How about now?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah,
you're
there
fine.
You go.
All right.
So
Which guy?
Which guy?
the greater demon of corn. So the one with the axe and the whip and the bat wings. Yeah.
Well,
One's
he's
right next to you.
The greater demon has got to be Jonathan, right?
Yeah.
Well, clearly he is here to protect me.
So you're just gonna let him grab you.
Absolutely.
All right.
I called those who have tried so desperately to get my attention to bring this fellow low. He's going to pick me up and hold me up high where I can smite this guy face to face.
That's a choice.
The big, tall, powerful god holding up this little, basically like an angry, violent baby.
Right. I finally have my all-powerful mount like you buggers wouldn't let me have. Now see what I have raised in service of myself.
He grabs hold of you and yeets you up. He's not crushing you or anything. He is holding you. You feel a surge of magical energy go through you like you have nothing you have felt before. At the same time, you feel a surge of rage and anger and bloodthirstiness that you have never felt before. You literally want to rip the skulls out of everyone here, piss on them, then screw them, then stack them up to build a throne that you can sit on while feasting on their flesh.
Damn right I do. And that guy's first. Fuck that guy.
So, with that in mind, this is a major corrupting influence that you just got picked up into and being held by a greater demon. You know the deal.
Endurance check.
Yeah.
Cool check. And
Cool
yeah,
check first.
He didn't give me any corruption, so I don't know.
Yeah, first you need a cool check. So, yeah.
Oh, cool. Cool check.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we're determining the level of corruption.
I am.
I kind of think having, being imbued with chaos magical energy from being lifted up by a demon would cause corruption, but it's me. You lucky bastard.
Astounding success.
Not if you're Grayweird.
Vince, what the fuck are you thinking, man? Jesus!
This is just feeding his delusions. He's feeding off of it.
I think
am
they're just like,
prototype
we'll just
man
give him this
of
one.
the
We'll see what he
world.
does next.
I'm getting the feeling like the demon is like, I find them amusing.
He's got to be just in awe at the madness of the dude.
This demon comes smashing through the entire
Hold
building.
my works, ye mighty, and tremble.
Oh, great.
And-
And of course, I'm the last one out of the room, so now I got to fight a demon to catch up with everybody. Lovely. Thank you,
Streams
Grayweird.
of purple acid come flooding from her numerous breasts, melting one side of the wall, going towards the bloodletter. And the flames of his wings evaporate all of the acid, causing this acidic mist to be in the air. I need a cool test from Seamus, and I need a toughness test from Seamus.
Here you go,
Okay.
Seamus. I've got somebody to get you laid like you've never been laid before. Not even halflings can stand up to this standard. I have
And I failed the cool
here
test.
more possible.
Okay. How much is you? -2?
By 2?
That's only 4 corruption points.
Okay.
But I think that's going to mean another endurance check for you. So,
Okay.
She
Marginal
can teach
success.
millennias of pleasures, my
Wait a
friend.
minute. I need to do that over again.
what's that?
I
Oh.
failed, and I didn't take away my advantages.
Okay, go ahead.
So
and roll it.
I might not have gotten that marginal success.
All right.
Endurance check. Marginal failure.
All right. So go ahead and roll me a D100, please.
$89.
And this was against Slanesh. Corruption table.
I think she fancies you, mate.
I think I was willing to go out and grab you until Slanesh here confronted me. Now I'm
You
just
are
going to try to
all
run.
right.
Yeah.
You are
You do have another way
so-
out, though.
All right. As you see all that is going on and the just the horror of this acid spraying forth from these cursed breaths, and Grayweird yelling at you, you have this just unending malice building up in you, and it overwhelms you, and it corrupts you to the point now where any test you take from now on, Mike, is a -10 if you're not hurting someone, but it's a +10 if you are hurting someone. You hate everything at this point.
Okay.
Grayweird.
If we survive
Right.
this, Grayweird, I am punching you right in the fucking face.
And you'll get a +10 because you're going to hurt somebody.
I don't even have a +1 to me strength anymore to punch you back. But this cobble right here, he's about to get it. He is. Since I am surging with unparalleled magical might, being fueled by my latest servant, my latest acquisition to me throne of power of me own ego and self-righteousness, I want to lay into this creature with all of me magical maelstrom I has, yes.
That was like a small moment of clarity for Grayweird.
Bring it.
All right.
I think that's about as close as we're going to get at this point. We should be proud that he had that moment.
I think we should.
All right, let's see. Let's start off with we gotta do the magic words.
All right.
And I am throwing dart at him and seeing what happens.
That's a choice.
I'm
Ooh.
going to guess to laugh it off.
Let's make it
That's me.
dazzle. Let's see if I can blind him. Let's see. Or is that what's the range? Let me see what the range is. Oh, the range is touch. So no. It'll have to be dart. So many of my things are touch range. Dang, that's touch range too. Everything. Oh, so much is touch range. All right. So I forgot. What do I roll? Now do I just roll the dart?
Now you need to make so you roll the magic. You weren't
Yeah. All right, dart
weren't-
it is. Here we go.
you weren't channeling or anything, right?
No, I wasn't channeling. I was just. I don't think about
what-
demigods don't need to channel. You just do shit, man.
Was that your dart roll then, right there? That your language magic?
No, this is. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got a +3. All right. So the dart streaks out from your hand and strikes the demon, and it actually wounds it. A little bit.
Behold my power, my hatred. It fills my cup overflowing to the brim, and now taste the bitter bile of my wrath.
Anti-life justifies my hate.
It laughs and it points at the sky. I need a perception check from everybody.
Okay.
I can do that.
Mike's too full of hate.
Impressive success. I mean, especially impressive considering that I ran off the map.
Lanata's putting on the helmet. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter that you're putting on. You went off the map. the sky gets dark and there's a large shadow, and both Grayweird and Damian look up, and you see an asteroid falling out of the sky
What
in
the
flames,
fuck?
coming down towards the town.
We're gonna get the fate of the dinosaurs.
Or actually, it's called, the spell is called Comet of Casadora. So
We suddenly came into the Deep Impact movie.
So I don't know what Grayweird probably thought he cast it. But Damian, you're like, oh fuck. So,
Yeah.
It'll be a short session. Game ended.
I
Thanks
skipped.
for watching, everybody.
I will say though, I skipped over Seamus. Seamus, your turn. I would
Well-
suggest that you hate being in this building at this point. So
Yeah.
Well,
You do have a door to the east. You can run.
yeah.
That's the thing. You put me in a position where my character can't do that. If I genuinely hate everything, I have one living thing in front of me to fight.
You have it's up to you. The exact term is you have unending malice. So role play that as you will. So
If I was consumed by hatred for this person, I would attack them regardless of whether or not it would be a good idea for me.
okay,
Hatred doesn't come with a lot of logical thinking.
this is true. Bring it.
And you
So-
don't know that an asteroid is about to fall on your head.
Well, this sucks major ass, and I'm sure to die. Here we go.
Remember, you get +10 because you're trying to hurt somebody.
I'm about to try to hurt a greater demon with knuckle dusters. Okay.
And when I established me dark domain that these demons used to rule, I shall set you aside for staying and not fleeing like the pitiful cowards that the others were. You shall be my champion, and I shall be your lord.
Yeah. As usual, I can't put the 10 in there.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
You will be a lord of the asteroid killed, but yeah.
I will.
All right,
will
so
add it
plus
for you, don't
8.
worry.
Plus 8.
So you did. Well, +10 means it's +10 to the number that you need. So you rolled a 71, so it would have been a 68. So it's +3. So it's a failure, but let's see what she does.
I thought
Okay,
the pluses and minuses were to success levels. And my
No.
success level was a failure of -2.
It would work the same way, yes. So +10 is +1 success level, but it also is whatever your challenge rating is. So challenge rating is your target number, 58. So your target number would have gone up to 68 for this particular one.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Works the same way.
It does. I just got
Um,
confused there for a minute.
She beats aside your attack anyway, even though it would have failed, and she kind of looks at you indulgently, wondering what the little man is trying to do, and you may hate that. So
She's got so many orifices in her body. Make use of them. She's yours for the taking.
oh Jesus.
Right now,
let-
I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
You can hate fucker, mate. Hate fucker.
Nada, you're up.
Putting the helmet on and running. That's what we agreed to do.
Okay. So you're well off the table. Damian.
I'm continuing to get out of the path of that asteroid.
Okay. Bloodthirster. Carrying Grayweird with him. And Corn does not like siege.
Behold, as the heavens respond to me ire, drawing fast, doom is upon ye.
And these two suck. They don't hit each other. So, so
How do you miss a target that big?
I don't know. Very carefully. Meanwhile,
that makes me feel a little bit more confident, actually.
Well,
If they can't even hit each other.
for the two of them, it's like two regular people facing off. Sometimes you miss.
I see.
interesting.
Oh, hey,
Interesting,
that reminds
interesting.
me. Mike should have gotten some pluses to hit her because she's much larger than him.
Yeah, I was
Sure.
wondering that too.
She is much, much larger than him. +5, actually. Or no. 2 sizes, 3 sizes different.
So how many
So-
pluses is that to my roll then?
It's +4.
Okay, so that would be 68, 72. So it's a success by 1.
And she failed. So, didn't she? Yes. So go ahead and roll. So you did 1 damage plus what's your base on damage for Knuckle Dusters?
I can't read it on there. I have to look at the thing. Hold on.
And you get to add some momentum because you
I
I
succeeded.
think it's a 6. Well, at least I'm reading
Yes,
6 on it.
I guess it's 2.
So you did 3
2 is the
damage.
damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you did hit her, but you didn't get past her toughness plus armor. So, but you smacked her, and you
And
get to add some advantage.
Joy.
And
Smack, she loves it. Smack a race.
she is bemused by you. So she's going to attack you.
She's going to give you some more of that purple titty juice.
In fact, she's going to try and embrace you,
Oh,
grab you.
Oh, she's not
Yeah.
gonna like give me a hug and juice me with the acid boobs, is she?
I don't know. We'll see. Do you
Dude,
want
She's
to
gonna
dodge?
give you the halfling treatment.
Do
She's
you want
probably-
to dodge, or do you want to
Fuck yes, I want to dodge.
Okay.
Well, actually,
She's so-
let me think.
She's totally going to use you. So
All right, we'll go. I was thinking I might have a better chance with my knuckle dusters, but let's try dodge them.
Okay.
all right, let's see what happens.
Success
Woohoo!
+2.
Nice. So you beat her in an opposed attack roll, so that's another advantage for you.
Yes.
Look at that. He's playing hard to get. That's just going to make her want you more.
Yeah. Grayweird, you're
You're
up.
pl- Well, Seamus is playing hard to get.
All right, since these two behemoths are in melee range, can I attempt to touch the opposing demon?
Go for it.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. What do I make for like a barehanded combat roll? Is that weapon skill?
Yeah.
This will be so funny if it hits.
And you get +4 bonus to it.
Ooh,
+4 SLs.
that is awesome to hear. Let's find out what happens. All right, so that makes it
+3.
+3. And I need to make a magical language check. This cannot possibly work, but I'm still trying it. There's absolutely no way this can magically work. You made. Yeah,
All
no,
right.
failure. It doesn't work.
You
Unless
were
I'm
so
getting
surprised you
magical.
actually slapped it that you forgot how to say the stuff in the language. But hey, it was a good try.
Just like slapping him on like his beat. Ha! Damn it! I forgot to say the
He
word.
was so absorbed in his own power and glory that he failed.
Seamus.
Klaatu Barota Nick.
All right. Still consumed, or can I roll to get out of it, or?
Oh, she didn't hit you. So
Yeah, I know,
You're
but
free.
am I still consumed by my malice, or can I roll to get out of it, or what?
you have unending malice for the rest of your life. So
Oh,
yeah. You
that's
just
gonna make playing with me really fun.
yeah. Unless you do something to try and clear your corruption, but at this point, this is a mutation basically that you have gotten from corruption. So you would
You
have to
kind of-
find a way to
The Hulk without the green skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am from Avalon, so there's a little bit of green in there.
Ooh, look at that. +6. So 12?
Yeah.
Nice. You wound her some more, man. She's not happy now. She's not happy with what's going on.
The advantage can only go up to what was it you said?
+5.
Your
No,
initiative
it was
modifier.
based
No,
upon
+3,
our
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it
for
was
you it's
based upon
+3.
It was
so
your
the
initiative modifier, so
initiative bonus. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So Zeech. The shadow is getting bigger as the comet continues to come down, and he does not think it's funny what is going on, and casts another spell at the demon of corn. See if he succeeds. He does.
Need some slapping bass when you say that.
A lightning bolt comes ripping out of his staff and tears off one of the arms and wings of the demon of corn. And the corn demon begins to laugh and drops Seamus to the ground. As he drops Seamus to the ground in the severed hand that he was holding you, or Grayweird, in the severed hand that he was holding you in. So
I was like, God damn, how did I get mixed up in that shit?
Damn it, I forgot to tell myself to defy gravity, because if I say it, it is so.
Jesus. Lanata.
No matter what comes at you, you're gonna spit.
Yeah, no matter what happens, I'm considering it a win.
I'm still pushing it out of town.
Okay.
Yeah, Damian
Keep going.
and Lana are in the win.
Yep, they're
Yeah.
gone.
We are beating feet.
Should I just consider you guys running and hopefully you get away from the shadow? So
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
They're
Skip over Lanata and Damian.
They're Schwarzenegger trying to avoid the Predator's blast zone.
There you go.
All right, let's see what happens with the bloodletter. Come on, roll 20. Jesus.
Lanata hasn't lived this long to not know when to retreat, and fast.
Yeah. Yep. We're the ones sensible enough not to stay.
I had no choice in the matter.
I know.
I was on my way. She came in there when everybody else had gone. I was on my way out too, but she came in and blocked me, and now I'm permanently with Malice. There's no way to.
It's more the Malice thing. You could have gotten away. You just got sucked in by that.
The bloodletter kneels down, picks up his own arm in his teeth, and flicks his head, and the whip encircles the head of the demon of Zinch, and with his other hand, his axe comes slashing down and beheads the demon of Zinch, killing it.
Ah!
Damn.
That's what you get, you pulse!
And the shadow continues up above. This girl here, she is going to attack you, Seamus.
No.
Ooh, that was a good roll. Go ahead and give me your opposed roll, please.
Okay. It's on this one. And methyl dusters. There they are. Critical success +6.
+6. You beat her even with that great roll. Wow.
Holy shnikes.
Damn.
I'm maxed out on advantage right now.
You're doing it. You beat aside her attack. And she, this time, instead of trying to embrace you, she actually stabbed down with multiple arms, each of them holding or being tipped with exquisitely sharp and nasty looking barbed hooks and talons. But you are just a man possessed by hatred at this point, and no one will touch you. Grayweird, You are on the ground.
I
What
would
are
say
you
call
doing?
me Malice, but I don't look like Susan
All right.
Storm.
I get
Yeah.
up, walk into here, and
Okay.
I'm going to tell this demoness, right, me muscle outside has done a tremendous job. He needs rewarding with the most painful pleasures you have at your disposal.
Who do you think you are, little man? Slanesh bows to no lackey of corn.
Is it me or is Grayweird gone kind of Cenobite?
Yeah.
Lackey of corn. I am Grayweird Corn, and I've been approached by all the major powers. You came at me call, and now the battle is won, and it's time
Did
for
you just
reward.
call yourself Grayweird Corn?
Because that's what the
Oh.
demons are calling me. Corn, corn, corn. They kept saying corn. It's like, apparently that means king in their language, so I am Grayweird Corn. I will take it. I suppose the locals around here call me Corn. That's working too. William Shatner can scream it all he wants. But you two are well. And he will give you
Wow.
great pain, and you can give him great pain and pleasure, and it's going to be a gloriously beautiful thing. And this big skyrock's going to hit everybody. And if you want to experience real pain and pleasure, that's what's coming.
And his
That's a
balls
thing.
grew 10 times
I
that day.
hesitated.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do after that little diatribe? So,
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just going to walk away because my word is law.
okay. Good enough.
So I'm heading for the door, like right in front of her. I'm just walking past. I made my pronouncements. Let the fun commence. Come on, Seamus, there's things to do over here. I've grown bored now that the excitement is done for, and my enemies have been laid low.
Oh,
I've fight to cultivate and lands to conquer.
Seamus, your turn.
Well, I hate this bitch, so I ain't gonna quit till I bring her down. You don't want to. See, I kind of view the Avalonians as the Irish, and we tend to hold some grudges. You may have heard.
This is how we do things downtown.
That's right.
I will take you down. I will take you down to Chinatown.
So I get my pluses for her size, and I'm also up success +2.
Right. So that's 4, 2, 6, 12 minus her success level, which was a +0. It was a marginal success. So that's 12 damage minus her armor and toughness. All right. You wound her again.
All right, Seamus, mate. I've got a lot of faith in you, but your size difference. I mean, you're not me. You haven't been blessed by all the powers that be. You're just foreplay, mate. You're just foreplay.
And the comet is getting bigger and lower in the sky. The shadow is very big. Lanana
I
and
don't know anything
Damian,
about no comet.
you are busting ass getting out of there.
Well, to be
You may
fair,
make it.
Mike, there's no roof where she's standing. She just walked through a building to get at you.
Oh, so I can see the comet?
She
Not
just
from
didn't
inside the
see it when
building.
it happened. Yeah.
Yeah, she's 30 feet
You know about it now because Grayweird mentioned the big rock in the sky.
But this whole side of the building just collapsed as the demon of corn came in here to attack the demon of Slanesh, or the greater demon of Slanesh. So
To be fair, Steve, when Grayweird turned madman, I quit listening to anything that came out of his mouth.
That's a fair point. That is a very fair point.
he runs in charging, lowers his head, and slams her through the wall and out the other side, following up, and then attacks her with his axe, burying it in her chest, shearing off some of those very nasty boobs, but she's still alive at the moment. So
Seamus flexes his muscles and goes, "Oh, that's right."
Yeah, that's pretty exciting to see. Oh, that's sexy right there.
I'm inclined. Yeah, you gave into it. Go ahead and give me a cool check there, Seamus.
All right.
I love it. You're like, nah, you gave into it.
Damian, you know we're dealing with mad and matter now.
Yeah. Pretty much.
You're
Mad
good.
and angry.
Impressive
yeah.
success. Plus
It's all about having unending malice at this point. Yeah,
I'm
fine.
motherfucking. Even the fawns told me, "Damn, dude, you're cool."
You're so pissed off you don't care about chaos.
You basically become Mara from Sin City.
She slashes back at the demon of core. Oh, it fails badly. So she slashes back with all of her might, and she is sucking. She was not only losing to Seamus, and she thinks she's gonna take on a greater demon of corn. No way. And she's sitting there bleeding all over the place as the corn demon is laughing at her. Grayweird.
Well, the mates have done well. They're having a good feckin' time that I have told them to go ahead and have. I am a fair and just supreme being. They performed well, and now they've got their reward, but unfortunately they're blocking me way. So I'm just going to go right through here and right through this window, because what's a window to me after everything else?
Nice. Seamus.
Okay. Well, being that she is disconnected, I could think a little bit clearer now, I suppose. And I do see a comet coming down. I think I can run.
Awesome.
All right. Go for it.
Come on,
Let's
Seamus.
see.
Let's go fuck some shit up.
Hold on, I'm trying to find where my movement is. Here it is. So 16 at max. Okay. I'm gonna follow Grayweird out there.
Yeah, there is a door to the southeast.
Okay.
I just smashed this window with my staff because I got lots of malice myself.
Well, bam.
All right. At this point, comet hits the city or this town. Needless to say, the comet destroys all of the townspeople and the entire town. Lanana and Seamus, you ran your asses off and got past the edge of the comet just in time, blown out, full on action movie style, the explosion behind you, and then you dive forward in slow motion, your hair like fluttering in the breeze, you get away.
Make a cool check to see if you look back or if you ignore it.
Yes. If you had gone one turn earlier, you could have just casually walked while it was blowing up behind you, but you said you were running and did that, but it still looks cool. I need a toughness check from both Seamus and from Grayweird.
I am
Okay.
too crazy to accept damage.
Too crazy to accept damage.
That's a choice.
Okay, a toughness check.
I'm
Shabam.
too crazy for my comments.
Oh, and I failed, losing my advantages.
Hang on. Come on, roll.
But it was only a marginal failure.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, get on there so I can see, because I want to see what this is going to be, whether it's awesome or not. Well,
Nope.
marginal failure as well.
So what is your toughness? Whatever your toughness bonus and your armor is, your highest armor, wherever it is,
Armor.
subtract that from 23.
Armor is for lesser beings.
And that's how many wounds you take.
All right.
Meanwhile, these two are wiped out. And then once we figure out what has happened to Seamus and to
So it's I'm sorry, it's
I'm gonna go for
23
that.
minus
23 minus your toughness bonus, and because you have no armor. And then
All right.
for
I didn't die.
yep.
All right, that puts that down to 18, which is 2 above my total wounds.
So you're down to 0?
No, two. Oh. Two
Yeah,
above. Sorry.
I have a total of 16 wounds I can carry.
So that means you're knocked out and unconscious.
Yep.
So, and you take a critical wound.
I'm
so
gonna
go
have to
ahead
start
and-
charging Grayweird a service for carrying his ass out of places.
Roll me a D100, please.
All right.
Like you gotta teach Lenata that silence spell if I help you out.
What'd you get, a 58?
5.
5. Ooh.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Somebody's going to have to help you because the amount of just exploding wood and everything else, you missed most of it, but one piece of wood slashes across your chest and opens a huge gash in it, and you gain 1 bleeding condition. And if you take damage while you're at 0, you die.
So am I dead?
You're not dead yet. Seamus needs to try and bandage you up because he's the only one that's even close to you. So I will say, well, you can try and do a healing check on him.
Okay.
Bandage me with great malice.
Yes.
You
This is true.
motherfucker! Let me cover up this goddamn burn wound.
You're not hurting anyone, so you're making this check at -10 too. So
This is for summoning all those demons.
he's gonna strangle you trying to save you.
The funny thing is like if we just had another round, it was like I think I could have actually gotten us out of there. Everything is going exactly to plan.
Yeah, I plan to be hit by that comet.
So while go ahead and Mike make the check. Lenata and Damian, you look behind you, and where there once was the town of Island is now just a smoking crater. And you see one form moving, and it looks like he's half healing, half beating the shit out of a not moving halfling form. So
I'll start moving towards the 2 idiots.
okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll join her. I don't want to leave Lenata.
Where do I don't know where to do that health check at Nim.
Healing ability? Do you have the healing ability?
Healing? I don't think I have a healing ability. A successful healer dexterity removes 1 extra bleeding condition. No, I don't think I have healing.
Let's see. Under
me check.
advanced skills, that's where I see
Yeah,
it.
it's
Right above
No.
it's
The only H I got is haggle.
this is in the middle column. Do you have it in the middle column?
Heal. I do. Huh.
All right, I can't wait. to do
Critical
this.
failure.
You just killed me.
he probably did.
So Seamus begins trying somehow desperately to staunch the bleeding wound in Grayweird, gets frustrated, says, "Fuck you, motherfucker," and spatches him in the face, killing him. Grayweird has moved on.
Damn.
Let me
You know,
tell you about my
damn.
new character.
I actually feel
God
worse.
damn.
I'd been slain by the demons. That's kind of a lame way to go out. I want to go out in a real blaze of glory. I get killed by somebody trying to save me.
Oh man.
You know
This
what?
malice
Hold on.
condition is going to make any adventures we do rather difficult.
Hold on.
Everyone,
The game master has not spoken his last yet.
Okay. The game master is not speaking at all.
All right, I'm just gonna do it in character instead of whispering it.
Okay.
Grayweird, you find yourself in a dark void, a fugue plane, and there are 3 chaos. You see 3 lights that stream with chaos magic pulling towards you, and something cold, chilly, pale, and moon rises, a black moon that you've never seen before, and it pulls you away from the chaos for a moment, and you see a figure come out of the shadows and look at you. Do you wish to go to the warp? Or do you wish to return to the land of the living and wield more power than you could possibly imagine?
Power.
I'm a Jedi, buddy.
I don't know. I can imagine quite a bit.
That's right. Nice on reference there. That was good.
Yep.
That was good. I'd like it throw off my mental process. Like, oh, that was into it. Oh, power. I'm all about power.
To see the moon in the sky, the only true moon. More sleep. Say its name. More sleep.
I see a black moon in a black void. Proof of me ascension. I see the unseen. I see the more sleep I does.
If you saw a cow take a shit, you'd be like, see? It's proof right there.
You are absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Everything is validating what I'm thinking.
They know me, and I shall be your guide. You will not see me for many moons, but you will be reborn to serve more sleep and to serve me, Nagash. Arise, Grayweird underfoot, and be the halfling tear that will tear down the moot and claim it for the lords of Sylvania. And then we shall undo the lords of Sylvania to give proper deference to me, Nagash, and you will rule at my side as an undead necromancer to be feared.
Oh, shit.
Rise and be my moon knight.
Yes.
Yeah. And defeat the lords of TV manufacturers.
Seamus, you are disgusted and happy that you killed Grayweird, and then suddenly you see a giant spurt of blood erupt from his mouth. His skin gets deathly white and then seems to glow with a blackness for a moment and then become a pale, but it looks like healthy hue. His emaciation goes away, and Seamus arises, though some of the madness gone, but something different about him as well.
You know, I was totally kidding about that. It was an accident, right?
Oh.
Don't give me that evil fucking laugh, you little shit. How many times I saved my ass, saved your ass? You're gonna give me an evil laugh when I say some shit. Let's hear what you got to say.
So
I've seen
You
what's
could-
beyond. And I've
you
come
can change
from
your
back.
you can change your Dar language to Nehekar. So
All right.
Nehekar. So
Oh. This suits. It does. I've seen the other side and I've stepped back from it, mate. And there's so much to do. Oh, so much to do.
Ah, man with purpose now, are you?
Oh, yeah.
I am burdened with such glorious purpose.
Well, most of y'all just think about the moot as the place where the small folk live, aye? But there's a lot going on there you don't know about, but I knows. And oh,
Oh, how this suits. The vampires are going to have something to learn about the years. And there's other things going on in the moot. Other things done by halflings that no one knows about, but I knows I does. I knows. Just the
Oh.
beginning. The tip of the mountain.
Go ahead
Yeah.
and give me a magic language check, please.
All right, let's do that.
I slept with a halfling, and I don't want to know how much weirder they get.
Yeah.
I guarantee I'm the weirdest of them all, I is.
This is perfect. Unbidden, or perhaps bidden, you feel that you need to say a magic word and move your hand in a certain way. And you cast a number of new spells that have appeared in your mind. One of a number of new spells that appeared in your mind. And the Burgermeister's corpse rises up and begins moving towards you.
What the fuck did you do now?
I told you before in the cavern of the spiders. I'm not just the Lord of Spiders. I'm not just the Lord of Demons. I'm the Death Lord as well.
Fine, be the Death Lord. Why are you raising people that we put down?
Oh, we didn't put him down. Well, I didn't actually mean to put him down when I called all the demons forth, but that's all right. Tribute to my second rebirth. It's just an acknowledgement of who and what I is now.
All
Your
right.
second
Now-
rebirth. Are you DC?
Yeah.
I have
Lenata-
boots.
Lenata and Damian, you run up just in time to see what you thought was a dead Seamus spit up blood. And then as he's talking to Seamus, or Grayweird, yeah, as he's talking to Grayweird, or Grayweird is talking to Seamus, makes a gesture, and you see a black light surround him for a moment, and one of the corpses of the townspeople, in fact, the Burgermeister, rises up and begins shambling towards Seamus. Or not Seamus, Grayweird.
Yeah. I'm just kind of agape, like, this is unholy.
Hey, watch this. Dance, puppet. Dance for me. Nice little jig, eh?
The zombie's like, begins to doing the zombie jingle janks.
Yeah. I'm just like,
Dun, dun,
I'm
dun,
just
dun.
backing up from this. This,
Clapping, keeping
This-
time.
yeah.
Start
I
singing.
got
the
nothing, having nothing to do with necromancy.
All right, so we will see what Lenata says in a moment. I don't know if Jen's talking, I can't hear her, but long story short,
Anything, say, Jen?
Lenata's staring, deciding if she's gonna kill. That's out. This is beyond the natural order. It can't be allowed.
Yeah.
She's debating your next move.
Yeah.
let's get it on. So, all right. Grayweird. Meanwhile, you get 2 touch spells that are CN0. One is cause wounds, one is cure wounds.
Oh, okay.
And you get an animate dead spell, which has a range of 60 and is CN2.
Nice.
So,
Do your own thriller video.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh, don't touch me.
Yeah. But
Don't do that.
as far as controlling undead, it's a willpower check with a -10 for every amount of undead you try and control past 2. So
Hey, them dead demons still laying about?
no, the demons fucked off and went back to the warp. So
Oh,
Yeah.
meanwhile,
Wonderful.
so Lenata, we've got the whole group now: Lenata, Damian, Seamus, and the Necromancer, formerly known as Grayweird. So I will let you guys take it from here because I think you got some things to discuss. So
Yeah, so he got this big wound, and I tried to heal him, and of course, You know what happens when you try to heal somebody. You know, you're not any good at
Mm.
it. I just made it
I'm-
worse.
I like the way he says it, like this has happened to him before. I tried to do chest for.
I thought you were both dead.
Right through his rib cage.
So, you know,
Well, my point is, he came back and he's. Let's put a capital W in the weird now.
I got a question, DM. Is my do I still have a gaping wound in my chest, or did that seal after my resurrection?
It's sealed up. So
Scar?
yeah.
yes.
Just like as he's talking about that, I'm like pulling open like the big rip in my tunic. He's like,
Mm.
Oh, look at that. That's a pretty one it is.
And it's an ugly
Yeah.
looking scar. In fact, your skin is pale white now, and the scar is black and purple.
Oh. That's all right. Looks like I need a little splash of color. You know, like looking at my skin, like, you know, like and tugging on my beard. Hey, now the curtain matches the drapes, right?
Oh shit.
Nearly all.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to get me some more marks for a little bit more color. He pulls out his knife, is like he's thinking about like, now how shall I decorate
All
this?
right.
Oh, now we're going Zaz.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm for getting out of here and trying to meet with those people and get this matter settled, and then we'll work out whatever it is that we need to work out.
There's
Okay.
this place I want to go. It's called Out of Here.
Yes.
Let me
Well.
just hop up on my mount and I climb up on the shoulders of the dead Burgermeister.
Yeah.
At which point I'm like, no. That is out of the natural order. It is not coming with us.
I just want to be done with this.
Yeah, love.
Of
I
all the
suppose-
people to give unnatural power to, I gave it to Jeff.
Yeah. Because he's not going to abuse it in any way.
Yeah. Unlike my other characters who did not want unnatural power, but just kind of fell into it. Now this is a character who's done nothing but look for power since we started.
Be careful what you wish for, is all I got to say to that.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Seamus is over there going, I hate that you have power. I hate that you have power. So
That's right.
I just slapping the Burgermeister in the cheek. Hey, look, it's not a problem. Like, we'll find. Well, maybe we won't find clothes around here, but we'll find something to like snazz him up a little bit. Nobody will know the difference. Don't be such a stick in the mud.
I remove Grayweird from the corpse and slice the head off of it. I'll hack it to pieces so it can't move. And I'll look at him. No, that is against the natural order.
bad Grayweird. And she sprays a spray bottle in your face. Stop. Stop.
Oh, please spray him in the face with the spray bottle.
Oh, oh, the zombie. Yeah, the zombie can touch all I care. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that either.
She rubs your face and the zombie remains and says, no, bad. So bad.
Bad Grayweird.
And a
Very
burden
bad.
remains so he can't try to resurrect it.
Oh, man. Hold on. I'll be right back while you guys are doing this. I got to let the dog out real quick. So.
Yeah, I got to take a moment too, so I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
It's tea time.
Do you know? When James Cameron was feeling aliens, he felt it over across the seas. The film studio in the UK. I can't remember the exact name of it.
Oh,
But-
Pine.
Yeah, I think that might have been it. He hired in order to save money, he hired a UK crew. And so he brought them all on, and apparently there are actual laws in the UK about taking tea time. And this actually irritated the fuck out of James Cameron to no end. He's like, we're in the middle of working. It's like tea time, we're quitting. And it was the law. There was nothing he could do about it. You thought he was pissed and hard to work with before.
He is admittedly an easy man to irritate the F out of. As a matter
Yeah.
of fact, I have some back when I was doing more films and doing my own out of the box special effects and stuff. I bought a number of those Stan Winston Legacy Studios DVDs. You know, the Stan
Oh,
Winston,
hell yeah.
really great stuff. Even if you
Stan
never
Winston's the
did
man.
them. Well, so I one of my favorite FX artists is Steve Johnson. And Steve was talking about working with James Cameron on The Abyss, and he says he's the only man in my entire life who's ever made me cry. And James was such a horror for him to work with on the set of The Abyss that he broke down in tears from James just
I can believe it.
harassing the piss out of him.
I can believe it, but check this out. Check this out. I'm going to give you a list of names, all extremely difficult to work with. But then I want you to consider their catalog and quality of their catalog. Ridley Scott, James Cameron, Paul Verhoeven.
Right.
Look at the quality of their films. They may be absolute asses to work with, but it works.
I'll tell you,
I will say right now, nobody is worse than Richard Donner after what he did to that kid who played Damien in Omen. So I'm just throwing it out there. So
this isn't the worst director. The worst person to work with, period, because somebody had a list on like a video they're talking about like really difficult people to work with in Hollywood, and I noticed a particular name was not on the list, and like I was thinking this was going to be number one for sure, and I typed it in, and a lot of other people were typing in like the same names, like the absolute worst person to work with, a true monster, but a talented monster, is Klaus.
The Exorcist director?
Klaus Kinski.
I don't even know who that is.
What did he do?
Let's see. He did so many things. He did a remake of Nosferatu in 1979. He worked with
he's the dad of Natasha Kinski.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, if you ever saw the movie Cat People, now I can't confirm this, but there was shortly after he died, somebody was they were reminiscing about him. He did this movie called Crawl Space, I believe it was. He's always playing these disturbing roles, which suited him.
Yeah.
And
he was a creepy dude on screen and off.
Well, the guy he was talking to said just out of the blue, he just nonchalantly mentioned that he raped his daughter Natasha when she was 14. It's just like, well, yeah, like another day. And like I said, I can't confirm it because, Klaus wasn't there to say yay or nay on it. He only had that guy's word to go by. But, like, if it's true, like, what a monster this guy was. And the stories of him on set. Who was the guy in the first episode of The Mandalorian who was working for the Empire, had the best car?
Warner Herzog?
Yes. He's like Tim Burton and Johnny Depp. Herzog and Klaus Kinski did a lot of things together, and the relationship was incredibly contentious. Hearing some of the recordings of like Klaus just chewing him out and chewing everybody else out, and it's amazing that they ever got anything done because I'd have decked the dude long before then.
That's what Nagash looks like, by the way. So.
Interesting. It's kind of funny if I was getting a choice, I think Grayweird was actually going to navigate towards Slanesh because it did fit in a lot of ways, but I like this better, especially when you were telling us earlier when we were dealing with necromancers that halflings are preyed on by vampires in that part of the world quite a bit.
Yeah.
So some payback is coming.
Color me surprised with the going towards Slanesh. So,
dude,
all right.
You got 6 titties. Come on.
Yes. So you guys leave Island or Inel and begin moving down the road towards Zalo. And as you're doing it, you see a bunch of people, of townsfolk, running towards in your direction. All of them are carrying like pitchforks and hoes, and not those kind of hoes, and shovels and things. And they stop when they see the 4 of you and go, what just happened there? And I don't know, we saw this huge explosion and here are the four of you walking away from it. What is going on with the village? My brother, and then one person's like, my brother lives in that village, and another person's like, my sister lives there. My brother is the burgermeister.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, I just kind of look at LaDonna. Well,
Lanata.
Lanata. Maybe something could be done about the others, but maybe not the Burgermeister.
Comment struck.
Maybe not.
What has happened to Aino? Are the people okay? What has happened there? You have come from there.
None survived. I'm sorry.
We survived because we're badasses.
Well, and also a couple of us were like out of the range.
None
Hey,
survived.
when I'm trying to make us look good, shut the fuck up, okay?
What has befallen the town of Aino?
Ah, befallen. That's a proper choice of words.
We
Great
saw a
snow.
great
Yeah,
mountain fall from the sky.
that's right. Then put the pieces together, and I'm sure you'll get it.
And its name was Wormwood.
Did one of you summon this mountain down upon Aino?
Oh no, some great big demon bloke did that.
What? Greater demon?
Yeah, that's all right. We took care of him. Him and the other two.
Quickly, but you must learn the Grausstadt and tell the Baron that the greater demons are running loose in Aino.
Oh, they're not running loose anymore, mate. Nothing to fear. All three of them is back to whatever hell spawned them.
3 greater demons. And you destroyed them?
Oh, sure we did.
He looks at the gentleman in the lead, looks at all of you and goes,
I don't know who this man is.
I've never seen him before. He just kind of started following us around.
Are you sure that he kind of gestures to Damian, kind of looking askance at Seamus and not sure what to make of Grayweird?
Mm-hmm.
And he whispers at your, it was not
Yes,
the
as hard as it is to believe, yes. It was a battleground between 3 major demons.
This was not the sorcery of the Wood Elf, was it?
No.
Oh. No. She doesn't have that kind of power.
No. She was trying to escape as much as we were.
He goes, well, we must look for the dead to bury them.
Yes.
Where are you bound to, my friends?
Grothstadt.
Yes.
So, will you please inform the local constabulary there what has befallen? I know. I'm sure they'll want to send patrols out. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, do not worry. And I'm glad that you told me that your elf friend did not do this. And of course, the halfling could not have done it. So we will continue on.
Nope. That would be right impossible, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I'm glad
Please
that you
don't get him
know
started.
exactly what the truth is about your lot in life, little one. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm just here to spread the truth of me lot in life.
And they continue on down the road.
Grayweird does have a ring to it.
They continue on down the road towards Aino. Meanwhile, you pass through a mostly empty Zalo, which is a much smaller town even than Aino. It's hard to even...
Quick question. I am going to assume that with the destruction of the town, all of the stuff we collected, the wyvern horns and whatnot, all of that got destroyed?
Yeah, those are all wiped out.
Oh, except for the teeth. I made necklaces out of those.
Yes. If you did anything and you had it on you, it's good.
Yeah, the cart's gone. Everything else on the...
As you approach Zalo, you see 2 river folk making their way towards the town from the nearby canal. Oddly enough, both of them are wood elves.
I think this is your department, Lenata.
I'll approach them.
Sister, what is going on? We saw a large comet come from the sky and hit Einol, and I'm afraid that is the kind of magic that I have heard of in our homeland. Are you from Lorne?
Yes, I've been traveling for a while.
Yes, well, what has happened in Einol, and is there anything to be... I'm concerned no matter what, but it is something that we should take word of to Altdorf, to the imperial capital, or even back to our queen?
I would say so. The entire town is destroyed. Everyone in it is dead.
The entire town?
Yes,
A big old, I don't know what you call it, a big old enormous, basically a mountain fell out of the sky.
Yes, only the celestial wizards of the imperial court cast spells like that. Was there one there?
No, but there were 3 greater demons. They were fighting over the town.
Both the elves stand back and go, 3 greater demons.
Yes.
We will be on the canal forthwith to take word of this to Lauren. Do they need to dispatch an army?
No, the demons are gone.
How?
Oh, you know. We
killed each other.
We handled it.
They got what they deserved.
And I whooped one of their asses.
Greater demons, he looks a little curious at all of you, his gaze lingering on all and everyone and then falling onto the halfling. Greater demons of what?
Let's
Greater
see.
demons are getting their ass whooped.
I believe there was the sexy one, there was the angry one, and then there was the one that was just an asshole. He liked to suck your vitality out.
Yeah.
The one in charge kind of looks over everybody, and his companion looks at you, Lenata, and speaks in Elven. Sister, what is going on here truly? And what is wrong with the little one?
A lot. Where do I begin, huh?
that is a long tale.
Yeah. Only his therapist knows for sure.
I traveled to the Moot when I was a much younger elf, and he has nothing of the Moots about him. In fact, he has something unnatural about him, but I can't put my finger on it. But no halfling like I have ever seen has been like this.
He has been touched. I watched because I saw him come back to life, right?
Yes.
And I'll explain what I saw. I said he has been touched, and I have appointed myself as guardian. He is not natural, and I will keep an eye on him.
I was totally picturing Deadpool do that when you.
And this is all I'm talking to them all in Sylvan.
Yeah. You take much upon yourself, sister. Do not bring him within the realms of Lauren, because the Way Watchers will slay him where he stands.
Understood. And I'll also tell them about the armor that I'm wearing and that the guy has been slain by the spiders.
She begins to laugh. Well, this is welcome news with everything that's going on. I will tell Orion and Queen and the Queen all of this. We'll raise a toast that bastard has met his end. This will be a way to poke it in the eye of the Duke.
Slancha.
And I have his armor.
Yes, well, we had heard that there was some Bretonian prick in Graustadt. Are you going to... Well, I hope that he doesn't get his armor back cheaply if you give it back to him at all. Meanwhile...
Oh, believe me, we intend to.
May the Force guide your hand, and may the blessings of Cain be with you, because I think that you will need it. Cain is the elven god of war, so.
Thank you for the blessings.
Very good. And we will be back onto the canal and make our way back to Lauren. immediately. And
May
they
the
begin
water be
walking.
squished beneath you.
So they
Well
turn
said.
and begin moving quickly away and then disappear
Oi.
with the natural grace that are only the wood elves could imagine. So it doesn't surprise you, but everybody else may be a little bit surprised, although they've been around you long enough to see you do it as well. So.
Oi, don't be strangers now.
I looked at him. I just shake my head.
Okay. You continue through Zalo, and as the sun is beginning to fall low into the sky, you see the town of Graustadt rising up before you. Now, while it's not as large as Ubersreich, it is a very large town with a well-established walls, sitting here commanding the river crossings of 3 different rivers coming together here, plus 3 different roads. It is a major town hub and is a fortified city. So the gates are currently closed and the walls are very, very high. So
Grayweird, you start some shit while we're in this city. I'm just gonna grab you and drag your ass out of the city.
You're so angry, mate. You need to learn how to relax.
Fuck you. I hate your punk ass. Don't push me.
Temper.
I find it ironic
Oh,
that
you
the
ain't
only
seen a
one
temper yet, buddy.
who's retained his corruption, his mental mutations, has been poor Seamus, who didn't do anything. So you come upon the wall. It's closed. There are some Frenchmen up top that's speaking outrageous accents like, "What do you want? Go away. We have one already."
Just don't fling a cow at us.
Yes. Fermez le bouffe. Hold. Who approaches the gates of Graustadt? We're closed for the
Arthur
evening.
of the Britons.
Yes.
Yeah, we never did decide on a
I
group
don't know what
name.
to say here.
Yeah.
We don't have a name. What do we call ourselves?
I mean, I suggested
We
a
were,
name.
we were hired to do a job.
Well, that is all
Yeah.
fine. You can come in and complete your job or start your job in Graustadt in the morning.
I believe the Duke will be interested in the job that we have come here for.
I'll stand out in front of them with the armor on.
Are you
Recognize
a
the little
Bretonian?
unicorns? The black unicorns, which somehow makes them a little bit more masculine?
You're a Bretonian elf? There is no Duke here. This is the barony of Graustadt. The only Duke I know of is in Ubersreich. You see somebody whisper. And there's a representative of some Duke from Peravon here, but I piss on
Peravon, yes.
Bretonia.
Yes, that's the one we were sent to see, the Duke of Peravon, or his representative.
Well, that is not convincing me to let you in.
What would?
Looks from side to side. The other people on the wall all nod. Yeah, we work the night shift, and I miss the golden rays of the sun.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
I could provide you a moon.
One guy begins to nod up on the wall, and the other two look at him and go, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" No, most of us wish the golden rays of the sun. If Carl was just to talk, no, Carl, get off the damn wall, Carl, go away.
Sounds like nobody likes Kyle.
Perhaps one day's worth of sunlight, remembering that wonderful time, could convince us to open the gates for just a moment.
And how are we supposed to do that? It's nighttime, as you can see. We can't provide you daylight in the night. As I said, we got the one option.
You see a basket come down. It has the basket is covered, and there looks like there's a coin slot in the top of the basket, and it's attached to a rope.
I could provide a
Yeah.
golden stream.
Oh.
Yeah, that figured they want a bribe.
Alrighty. Well, that's a really weird way of saying it. You could have just come out and said, "Give us some fucking money," but no, you had to be weird about it.
What are you talking about? Trying to bribe a guard of Karstadt?
Oh, I was thinking about this other time when I was dealing with these other guys. I misspoke.
Yeah, he does how the game is played. I touched the rope, and I'm gonna see if I can mutter this quietly. I mean, they're up on a battlement after all.
What is Grayweird gonna do now?
How badly are we going to regret it? Is my question.
Where do we find our money at?
All right.
Is it on
As
the
I
main
touch-
page,
Combat.
or-
It's under combat, I think.
The basket.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Let's make it the bottom of the basket. And I'm going to cast Rot to create a hole in the bottom of the basket.
Okay.
And then I'll drop a gold coin in. It's going to fall through to the ground.
Begins pulling up the
What?
rope.
I kind
Okay.
of whisper at Grayweird. What exactly is your plan there? Do you think they won't count it when it gets up?
Oh, no. I just want to feck with them.
They haul up the rope. And they go,
I hate them. Sounds good.
"What the hell happened to the basket?"
Oh. What?
Come back in the morning.
Are the
Great job, Grayweird.
is the entranceway is the door into the is the door in the wall wood by any chance?
It is. It's reinforced wood. Each door is 15 feet tall by about 10 feet wide, reinforced with iron bars and cross beams, and
I'm just wondering what kind of bar they've got on the inside to keep the door shut, if it's wood or if it's something else.
I don't know. You can't see.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna grab him and bring him away from the door.
Yeah. Hey. What?
We want to get into it and not get put up in a fire pit, unless that's your desire.
Yeah, trust me, I was going to get in there.
The door opens, and you see Carl looking out. "I've opened the door. Come quick."
Oh,
All right.
friends on the inside.
He looks at
What's
Seamus and raises his eyebrows.
Carl, you're right to fear and respect me. You'll be among those who has passed over by the shadow of death.
What? I
Don't
just
mind
wanted. Hurry, go. I don't like those two. They're assholes anyway. Go inside.
Okay. All right, let's go in
All right.
before they change their minds.
Carl, what did you do? They yell, and you rush inside, and you hear arguments going on, but Carl seems to have forestalled everything. In fact, he looks like he's managed to put them off their game, and they've forgotten all about you, as he is saying some rather lewd things to them, which they don't appreciate. So, you emerge at Grostad and ask after the inn called the Eel. You find the Eel situated above in one of the richer parts of town, and overlooking the River Trennick. So you emerge into the inn, and it is incredibly well appointed. Food and drink and dancing girls and dancing men and all sorts of diversions taking place within the inn. So
Well.
And keep
I have my hand firmly upon his shoulder.
Hey, look, if you're getting jealous, you can join me in one of my escapades, you know.
the innkeeper looks at all of you and goes,
Oh.
"Hey,
You
This
clearly
here
don't
is
like your front
for-
teeth, Grayweird.
this here is for high-end clientele. You either gonna buy something to eat, buy something to drink, or buy a room, but I need payment from you lot up front."
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll pay for a room and then, however many drinks we want.
One room for the four of you? He looks at you.
No, not one room for the.
I'm
three of us.
having enough for all of them. Don't worry.
I am
Yeah.
not sharing a
Yeah.
room with this half pint little shit here.
All right. However many rooms we want. I don't care. 4. I don't care.
4 rooms?
Gray
Oh,
Weird.
actually, 3.
Grayweird?
Yeah. Yeah, because Grayweird should not be alone.
4
3
rooms was
rooms
a
plus
good movie.
board, huh? All right. Well, he considers for regulars. I'll need a gold up front for the stay.
Yeah.
How
1
much?
gold
Okay.
crown.
All right.
He's kind
I
of
got
surprised that you have the money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Give him one of my pieces of gold.
All right. Well, I'll show you up to your rooms, and the food will be ready when you come down. We have an image to maintain here, so why don't you go ahead and clean yourselves up? And your friend there he's looking like he needs to eat some food or some wine. He's looking kind of pale.
Yeah. Well, we're planning a weekend at Bernie's.
I don't know this, Bernie.
Oh, perhaps
So
a weekend at Barnes.
as you're getting ready to move up into your rooms, being led there by one of the serving lads, you see a tall gentleman. He stands well over 3 Grayweirds tall. He's got long blonde hair and piercing blue eyes, and is wearing a richly appointed clothes and a gold necklace that has a black unicorn medallion on it. And he looks at you and nods. He goes, "Is it true that you have come recently from Aino and Zalo?"
It is true.
Can I just say that I love that Grayweird is now a length of measurement?
Is it also true that is my lord's armor that he's about to say something and pauses for a moment, that your companion is wearing?
It was the easiest way to carry it.
So
Yes, we had to leave in a hurry.
he looks as if he's looking over your shoulders. "I do not see my lord son with you. Has he expired?"
He decided to
He
play with
perished.
fighters, and they won.
Well then, let me introduce myself. I am Ser, and he pauses on that for a moment, as if that should mean something to you. Valerio Ufrot Rofor. And I am here on behalf of my
I
master.
wasn't sure
who
I
is
heard of you until you said that last one.
Roquefort, like the cheese. And I'm here on behalf of my master, who awaits you in the domicile beyond. He has rented out that entire side of the inn, as common as these surroundings are. Might I suggest you go up and refresh yourself and put on your best garments that you may have, and come down with my lord's armor, and we shall negotiate terms.
I better wear whatever the fuck I want.
Oh boy, malice. And you guys were worried about what I was going to say.
Indeed. I'm certain that you, and he kind of stares a little bit, will. I will await you beyond. Good luck getting the smell off.
That's what your mother said.
Of course. And he walks back into the shadows and opens a door, and then it closes behind him. Briefly, you see light from the doorway and leaves you there for a moment.
All right.
It's at times like these I really love your complete lack of social graces.
Grayweird.
I'm basically treating everyone like I hate them. That's the idea, right?
I hate everything about you.
That's right.
There's a play antisocial, but I'm enjoying this one.
So I take it that you all go up and
Yeah.
I will let you tell me if you decide to change clothes or freshen up. But Lenata, do you take the armor off?
I go up. I have my woodcraft clothes underneath, but no, the armor stays on. It's redonned.
Okay. This
Yeah.
will be interesting.
I will freshen
Well,
up and stuff.
It does ensure that they're not going to steal it. So
Oh, there's a reason why I have it on. They
Okay.
killed my kins. Their son killed my kinsman.
Yes.
oh, that's right. He did.
I will freshen up, but I have no clothes to change into.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do. About it.
Yeah. I can freshen up. That's not a problem.
I just I downgrade. I go from like these more peasant-y clothes I've got to like my full beggar garb.
All right. So after you all change or whatever it is you decide to do or freshen up, you come down and knock on the door, and the door opens, and you see two servants that are there at the door. Each of them are wearing black and gold tunics. One of them has a large welt on one side of their face. The other one appears to be limping slightly, but both of them nod to you, and you see a number of servants serving dinner and drinks to two gentlemen seated around a table. One is the person you already saw. The other one is an older gentleman who looks like he may be related to the one that you've already spoken to. The family resemblance is quite strong. He is as tall as the person that you spoke to before, but his hair is gray, and he has a long beard that is also gray as well. Next to him is a sword and a shield, and there are two suits of armor that are on arming posts within the room as well.
Do they have the same unicorns on them that the armor that Lenata is wearing has?
No, the shield has a completely different coat of arms, although in one corner is the unicorn up at the top, but it is not in the center of the shield. So,
does that not mean that they fight underneath the people with the unicorn?
Could be a bannerman.
Neither of them stand up when you enter, and one of the servants, the one with the welt on her face, reaches in. He's like, "I must announce you. Who is it that I should say is coming in?"
We are the weirdlings.
The weirdlings.
Yeah. I asked her to give my name and say I'm
Losers Club for life, baby.
My lords, I present the weirdlings, and accompanying them, one Damian Salazar of Estalia. They both look at you and give you a come hither gesture. And two of the servants come over and pull out 4 chairs around the table for you.
I'll wait a full second before I move forward. I don't automatically go. I let them know I will come on my own time.
One of the The older gentleman gestures to one of the peasants or the servants and whispers something, and the servant comes over to you and whispers to you. He goes, "My lady elf, my lord wishes to know from what wood elf realm you hail."
The realm that where my kinsmen were slain by his son.
Says, "You are a representative of Lauren." The gentleman speaks to you. The older gentleman says, "Are you here on behalf of your monarchy?"
I was the one that recovered the armor. I am here because they were my kin. I do not represent the queen herself. I would not take that upon me. She did not give me the appointment.
He looks at Seamus and Damian and Grayweird, and the elf, and he stops and pauses for a moment, speaks for all of you as well.
She speaks with me.
Unusual, but we have business to attend to. Please have a seat.
I'll go to the chair and stand behind it.
All the better. And he gestures to the servant, and she takes the chair that you were standing behind away.
You are so silently defiant, I swear to God.
So, I see that you have soiled my lord's armor by wearing it, but no matter.
Actually, she was wearing it. It was me that soiled it.
But we are here to retrieve it for the Duke of Paravon. I assume that the little bastard, which was his son, is dead.
He encountered some spiders who bested him. We retrieved the armor.
Goblins. He was
Goblins, spiders.
Yes.
He was killed by spiders and goblins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that is
the little bastard, as you put it. He had already soiled the armor and likely the honor of his kinsmen.
oh, he had besmirched his own honor and the honor of his family long before that. It's just a shame that his head will not rest on a spike outside my lord's castle.
Yeah, unfortunately,
fucking
there's
love
not
it.
much body left to retrieve now. But
Indeed.
maybe for the right price, I could scrape up what was left.
As a guy consumed by malice, I appreciate your hatred.
No need. I will let my Lord Duke know that his son is dead. I'm sure there will be much toasting in the feast hall that night. But as it seems that we are dancing around the rather delicate subject of my lord's armor, which was taken without his permission, I see that you are still wearing it, which I assume means that you want to negotiate the terms which have been set for its return.
And what were the terms? I don't recall.
Well, the terms were, as we had put forth to all of the surrounding villages, to any who found it, 250 gold for the return of the armor.
What are the costs of the lives of my kinmen he slew?
It seems to me that a rogue princeling of Paravon has paid for the lives of your kinsmen with his own life. What else would you wish?
I can see why you wish the armor back. It is very nice.
Oh, how she undersells it. Oh, boy.
So you're holding the armor attached to the noble family of Paravon ransom for the, and I say this with all due respect, lives of 2 bastard wood elves who died somewhere out in the wilderness, not much past what they would do while fornicating with the animals that they would, like they do on a normal day.
I look at him, I look at the servants. Yet they treat everyone better than you treat human beings.
Well,
I look at my companions. I'm ready to walk out the door.
He was quite rude.
You done pissed us off. We got. I don't want to leave you empty-handed though. I do have 2 birds for you.
he sighs. How much? How much?
I just look at him and I smile. I was like, you put no value on the life of my kinsman. Why should I put any value on this armor other than to use it to defend myself?
The only value I put is on the armor, dear lady. If I was put to value on your kinsman, it wouldn't be worth the piss that I would put on the floor.
Okay.
And this is what we call
He
We're
really
gonna
wants
have
his
to
armor
go.
back, doesn't he?
We're gonna have to go now on account of, because if you don't, we're gonna have to start some shit with your lip.
And you guys were worried about me saying shit.
The older gentleman reaches for his weapon.
No, I think the best solution in this case, and I look at both of them, I shall take the armor to my lady queen and let her determine what you should pay for it. And I walk out the door.
And I follow him.
Yeah. I am definitely going along with that.
Is there a meal?
What's
I
that?
grab. I said, I'm out the door. So if you're following, you're following. If you're not, you're not.
I'm out the door. There's other fish in the sea, girlfriend. All right. Nobody else is a fan of Pebbles, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it. I think that was funny.
I'm like, okay. That's
Yeah, I mean, are they eating and drinking?
They are.
mhm.
Oh, I thought you were asking them on the way out the door, like, is there food?
Mm.
No. I was asking Nick
Okay.
food on the table because I'm eating.
It's like the 2 of them look at you and look at them,
Yeah.
each other and look at Grayweird and goes, "You're not leaving with your friend?"
Well, I mean, I know where they're at. Can always
Yeah.
go back to. And you've got such a
I'm walking, so
all this time.
See, I got these boots, and they were made for something.
All right.
All
So
this time on the road having to fight giant spiders and goblins to get this little bastard's armor and bring it here, just so you could insult the elf, which, mind you, was rather amusing. I wish he'd have stuck around. That was quite entertaining. I could have gone for a bit more. Like holds out his a cup to the store. And more wine, please.
it's interesting, friend Halfling. You're from the Moot, correct?
I.
Have you ever seen
I am moved.
what the vampire count raids do on a halfling village?
It's known.
Now imagine that you are peasants living on the edge of the Lauren Forest, and wood elves unseen come forward and don't even give you the dignity of battle, but simply launch thousands of arrows which pin women and men and children in place for them to die slowly, bleeding out or asphyxiating. How would you feel about the people that did that to your people?
So what you're telling me is there's a great deal of death involved.
Indeed.
And I just give him like the eeriest smile when I say death. Could you tell me more?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh no.
All along the edges of Lauren and Paravon are fields full of the corpses of elves and men.
Oh, you don't say.
Indeed. But you seem one that is willing to have the hard conversations.
Indeed, I am. Please,
Well,
feel free to speak.
son, show him the kind of conversations we like to have. He puts a pouch down. I believe the price was $250, but we do not wish to deal with the Queen of Lauren. Perhaps another. He puts a bigger pouch down. $500 on top will convince you to bring the armor back to us yourself.
I've got to say, this appeals. And
Gold usually does.
a quick question. I am curious. Why would the elves attack your settlements unbidden?
Because the elves love forests, or at least the wood elves love forests more than they love humans.
Ah. So an encroachment.
You say encroachment. I say that the people living in the provinces of Paravon wish to cut down the forest so that they may feed their people, build their homes, and have room to be able to till the soil and grow crops and prosper.
At the expense of the prosperity of the elves, of course. I mean,
There are so many trees. How many trees does one elf need?
maybe you should ask the elves. Right? Still.
It is my experience outside of today that the only negotiation I've ever had with a wood elf is a well-aimed arrow at my better maintained armor. And they both laugh.
I laugh with them. All right. I start collecting the gold. Let me ask you one last question. You say there's numerous dead on this border, right?
Indeed.
A veritable army of corpses, you might say?
Oh, probably. Although, he looks at you strangely. I get the sneaking suspicion that you might be more happy in more sleep. Not that I really care, since I only worry about Paravon, and I really don't give a damn what happens in the Duchy of Brittany. But have you ever heard of Morsley, my friend?
There's a ring to it.
Yes.
Supposedly, as a teenager.
Supposedly there is a moon named Worsley, though I've never seen it. But there is a city. It was the capital of Brittany once upon a time. There was a knight who betrayed all of Bretonia and gave himself over and his province over to Nagash. The entire province became undead, including undead knights of Bretonia, if you can believe the tales.
An entire province.
Entire province.
Well, what happened to it?
It's still there.
Still full of undead?
Undead knights, undead peasants, undead horses. It exists right within the middle of Bretonia. The king, Lewin, knows about it, and he has done nothing. I think he's a coward. I have as much contempt for him as any other outside of Paravon. But the Duke of Brittany is even worse. He cowers within his port city, while the capital city, which once belonged to his great-grandfather, is part of the undead. And I say more power to them. They have held it.
Well, strange. I mean, there's being cowardly and there's this.
Indeed. I, for one, have never met a vampire count. But I can say with some certainty that I'm not sure how they would hold up in battle against an undead Knight of Bretonia. It would be something that I might like to see one day in my life.
You have turned out to be a much more interesting man than I thought I was going to encounter this eve.
Thank you, young one. I will not. I have respect for the halflings. You make your way, and everyone looks down upon you without understanding the true dignity. And I'll go out on a limb here. I've read many faces, and I have never seen a halfling face like yours. I think we may understand each other and what we want from the world.
Well, I've lived a hard life, you could say.
I obviously haven't lived a hard life, but it is a life of never-ending battle to try and protect my people and my duchy.
Well, I do suppose I can respect that in return. Especially since you have afforded me such respect, something my kind don't usually get from anyone bigger than 3 feet tall.
Indeed. Well then, we will be here for the rest of the evening. I hope to see you by morning, or at least by next afternoon, with the armor. I will say, not that I expected you to take the money and leave, but if you do, enjoy the money while you can.
Just give him a broad, toothy grin. And then I walk out the door.
Okay. Back to you guys, whatever you want to do. So,
I guess what we all of us left. So I guess we're waiting for Grayweird somewhere or something. I don't know.
yeah. Well, I'm assuming you guys either went to a table to eat, or you went up to your rooms and waiting for Grayweird, or. And
I didn't
know.
get the impression that Lenata was going up to her room or sitting down at a table. She was insulted and she was leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. And then whatever Grayweird wants to do, are you going to catch up with them? Are you going to try and get the armor back? Or do we need to give everybody time to think on this one, and we'll pick this up next time? So
Depends on where they're going. I'm not in a rush to catch up with them, but I'm heading to where I think they are going to be. I'm thinking they might go back to the inn.
you guys never left the inn. This is a room in the inn, so you can either go up to your rooms, or you could go eat, or I don't know where Lenata went. So it's up to what did Lenata do? Because I'm assuming Damian and
I'm in the rooms first. See if anybody's in the rooms.
So where did you go, Jen?
I would have gone up to the room
Okay.
and let the ones follow me, and I'll let them know. I was like, you can stay here if you wish. You can get a meal. Meet me outside of the gates. I'm not spending another night in this town.
Okay.
All right. That's probably fair.
All right. So I think I'm going to call this one here for a couple reasons. But number one is that this is where it was kind of supposed to end, and it's not ending, obviously. So I need to do some more preparation for where we go from here. So,
I will take
Fair.
the blame for
Cool.
apocalypse.
Yeah.
so
I honestly, I don't know how to deal with this thing with Seamus. I'm not consumed with anger. I'm consumed with malice.
yes.
I don't know how else to interpret that other than I hate everyone. How does that sound? How does that not sound misanthropic?
Hold on, let me look
All right,
real
we'll look
quick.
at it this way. Did you ever see the old Planet of the Apes
Yeah.
with Charlton Heston?
Mhm.
Charlton Heston in that movie is a misanthrope. He hates humanity. He hates people, but he can still function within that
Well,
society. He
all right.
still had his friends among the crew.
Here's
He's a total asshole.
Here's the
Yeah.
Oxford Dictionary definition of malice. Do with this what you will. Malice is the intention or desire to do evil or to do things with ill will.
So yeah, you can be a total asshole.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna choose being an asshole over doing things of pure evil.
Okay. That
Fair.
works for me.
I think that's fair. All right, so I think you can take us out, and then once we're out, I will talk to you guys about what we're going to do going forward, because things have changed, and it sounds like you guys are going to be making a trek probably, but we'll see what happens. So,
All righty.